Yeah.
You or your brother. We are tWoTcast, episode 423.
Yeah. It's good. It's good, Jono.
Play the
got
shit.
me really excited. No, he doesn't have. Okay.
All right, everyone, shut the f*** up. Let's ready to record.
We like to start every show by yelling, "We are tWoTcast." Can you do that with me? On the count of 1, 2, 3, go. We are tWoTcast. Now we can start.
The Wheel of Time, re-read podcast, explicit in R, freaking rated. Jono's the wild card, always talking shit. Joe's the straight man, he's a total dick. Tom is still obsessed with X-Men.
Previously on X-Men.
We are
You're watching tWoTcast with a time re-read now podcast now covering the Wheel of Time. Thankfully, I do a little proofread of the script that Joe gives me because it says now covering Hour the Shadow Rising. So now we're covering Hour the Shadow Rising. Thanks
I forgot
Joe.
about that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I'm Jono. With me is Joe.
Oh, hey, Jono.
And Tom's dead.
Oh.
So
Aw.
Taffy, the one and only Taffy Bennington.
Hey, Taffy.
Hi, I'm just typing to chat. Hello.
Oh,
I forgot.
So kind.
Hello, friends. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
What did you
Thank
forget?
you for having me.
Oh,
What?
What
What
did
did
you
I type?
forget?
I forgot to type. Fuck you, everybody.
Oh,
shit. That's
Oh, is
mean.
Tom here?
Yes.
Oh man!
God damn it.
Oh, look at that. He's
I
on top of
appreciate
it. Glenn's on top of it more than I am.
Oh,
I know.
thank you, Glenn. Yeah, I'll do that. I could do that too. There's another one.
There's so many. There's a lot of. Hey, Ayusha's here and Dovey.
Hey, cool.
Wyatt man. Hello, everybody. Strings here. Light blinded fools here.
Like my wife.
I like the edit. It's been there for a few episodes.
Has it?
So Taffy's here. Say hello to
Oh
Taffy,
shit!
everybody.
There's two Taffies. Goodbye
Well-
forever, Tom.
Goodbye, forever.
I love the idea that
I hope you die
Tom
horribly.
died. Yeah, Tom's dead. We just like covered it up and just like,
There's-
what's up? It's
There's
just Joe's
a.
brother.
Did you guys ever see Drop
Hey,
Dead
guys.
Fred?
Yes.
There's a part,
Maybe.
there's a
Yes.
part where she's trying to like break up with him, like to get rid of him, and he's like, "Fine, I hope you die horribly. Goodbye forever." And then he like kicks her or something, and and then runs into the street and gets hit by a car. It's my favorite.
I totally forgot about that. That was was that a weird movie?
There it is. Yeah,
It is,
There's-
like, yeah.
I did bury him in my backyard. That's true.
That's nice.
This
The
is
dog's
what I
only
want, yeah.
snooping around it a little bit, but you know how you get? Can't you like? Isn't there shit you can sprinkle on the ground to stop your dogs from digging stuff?
A little quick climb.
just need some of that.
The cadaver dogs will get you every time.
Yeah.
God damn it. Well, they
Weird
won't come
because
with
the dogs
here.
themselves are
It's
already
we're only
dead.
putting it out on the internet for
Oh.
everybody to hear.
Wow. So by the way, by that
It's not
theory,
real.
the last 400 plus episodes were just season 1. So congratulations.
I don't know. It might be mothball related. There's something. Some
Moths
sort of
have
ammonia
balls?
spray.
Yeah.
I guess they would.
Matzo balls would stop the dogs too. That'll confuse them. You didn't do it
What were
right.
you saying, Jono?
Oh.
I was going to say the fact that if Tom was Barney,
Yeah.
that means that we have at least 800 episodes left with our new Donald Flynn.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah. Taffy, you're stuck.
Okay, that's fine. I
So
can't
now when they
believe
get
it's
rid of Donald Flynn, we can bring in another Tom. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, Talk Ranriad Tom's told me many times that he's unhappy with that. No, you know, so I could probably get him over.
I want there to be a sincere airing of beef that you didn't mean to say. Like,
No, of course
what's on that one?
I mean,
everybody
yeah,
just
it's
ignore
real.
that.
They don't like each other. Pretty sure he's coming over here to be our new Tom.
Yeah.
All right,
Whatever
well then
Taffy's
bye.
Bye.
Whenever Taffy's done, that's the key.
Oh, no. I'm
Okay.
7 out. We're just going to go into an all-Tom lineup. I'm out. And then Tom Mateo. That stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like I use just different
It's
dogs in my
insane.
game.
Yes, there's lots of balls here.
Yeah.
Lots of
I was
balls
thinking of changing my
happening.
name to Tom. Oh, see, Glenn, you could come in.
Okay, there's
Your
another
name is
one.
Tom.
Joe, you can still be here, but you have to be off screen.
Tom from Dragon Mount already comes in.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
already
He's already he's our go-to replacement Tom.
Yeah.
and our scrotu.
Not anymore. Taffy's taking a place in all of our hearts and souls.
Not me. I'm a ginger. Don't have
It's
one.
so weird. I was thinking the other day about how I used to like when Memory Light came out and you guys were it's the first time I'd heard
Yeah.
a little bit of like you guys like at Dragon Con, like right before that or something from Dragon Mount. Because
Okay.
Jason Denzel suggested that I listen to you guys.
Really?
It's one of
Yeah.
the most regretful things he's
It's
ever
a-
done.
It's
Yeah,
an
so-
insane. I can't
And
even
then, like,
imagine
emailing
him
you guys-
recommending us to anyone.
Oh shoot. Well, I mean, then I listened to like a couple and I'm like, okay, these guys are my best friends. They just don't know it yet. Like immediately.
Was that the days of Sally Sugar?
Yes. Yeah. And so I just was like, oh, I can email them. They won't mind. Like they're my best friends. They don't know it yet. And then I'm just like here covering for Tom. It's just weird.
It is weird.
It's pretty
I
weird.
love it.
Life has.
It's weird when
life
you
has
think about it
rolled.
back then. It's weird.
Yeah, it was just I mean it's kind of normal, but
Now we're all the
I don't
best
know.
of friends.
now if anybody from chat, you too can be
You,
On
too-
this
you
shit
too
show.
one day, 14 years from now.
Yeah.
when Taffy's finally done with us,
Yeah.
you too can join. Me and Jono will never die.
I'm gonna live forever.
Inshallah.
Jono and Joe died by machine. By the way, you know that it is impossible to find anymore. I don't know if anyone can find that human giant Will Arnett skit. Please pop it in the chat for Joe to be confused, because I cannot find it anywhere anymore. And that's
I don't know that one.
It is the human giant stuff is kind of hard to find.
Yeah,
I was trying to find Corn Maze the other day. Pretty difficult.
Yeah.
You guys haven't seen Corn Maze. It's one of the best. Corn Chatter is by far the best one. Both corn related, not the same sketch.
Yeah,
I'm
ideas.
taking notes for MySpace.
Maybe you should change your name to Cora Corn.
Corn Maze.
Thanks for taking notes. It's myspace.com/tWoTcast. This is the new Twitter of time, everybody. www.myspace.com/singwithtaffy. That's where you get all your current Wheel of Time news. MySpace.com.
Tom is also writing all the fanfic that's going there.
Yeah. What are we
that may be.
What are we here for again? Well, we're gonna do a little book. We're gonna wrap this book up.
Do we want to start with book or start with show?
No, let's start with show. I think let's start with show, right? You guys want to start with show?
All
right. Well, let's do these. I call them character predictions.
Ayush is in the audience, and I know he doesn't want to hear about the show. So let's talk about the show.
All right.
Yeah.
In that case, all right. Character predictions. We did last week. Well, let's do last week. Last week we did Matt, Min, Elaine, Nynaeve, and Lanfear. This week it's Rand, Lan, Egwene, Moraine, Perrin, and Avienda. Who do you guys want to hear from? And then we'll just talk about our feelings for season 3.
Just go in order of your banner that you made.
All right. Rand it is.
I'm Yosha Sadowski, and I'm here with a refresher where we left Rand in the Wheel of Time. In season 2, Rand was thought to be dead by his friends.
He gave his life to save us all from the Dark One. I'm proud to have called him friend.
He was tricked by Selene, who turned out to be a powerful Forsaken named Lanfear.
What do you want, Lanfear?
Not Selene anymore.
Matt stuck a spear through his side. He was rescued by his friends. He finally struck down Ishamil. And he officially became the Dragon Reaper. So things are going to be much easier for him season 3, right? Right?
So I'll start. Just
go ahead.
Finish abruptly. I like. Well, first off, he mispronounced his name. There's a J, not a Y. I really love Rand the actor.
Yeah,
I think he does it.
Have you seen those abs? Jesus Christ!
Yeah, man's been twerking out.
He's a good-looking man.
Core. But the scenes they chose to show, stuck a spear, and then the dragon fire.
All right, so before we get on season 3, you want to talk about season 2?
I just not a fan of the things they chose to revisit for a couple things. It just feels like
Why did they choose? I mean, like, why not? Why take that from Ishmael? Like, I know it needed to. Did it need to be the dagger? That's the second wound. Like, why didn't they just have Ishmael stab him at the same time he was stabbing Ishmael? Would have been awesome. It's so weird.
I don't know.
Ishmael just stood there and died.
I wonder if it's to kind of like add something to Matt's character, but again, I don't know.
I get, but he had already blown the horn of Valir. Like, Matt was like fine. Like,
but add like weird guilt to him, like in a negative way.
I
threw a spear and fucked up my friend. And who doesn't have that story?
I don't know. That's happened to everybody, literally.
Yeah. Well, you're not throwing
everyone.
Yeah.
What?
He should have said Matt accidentally stabbed me with a spear.
Yeah, Matt stabbed me with a spear is very definitive.
Yeah.
Got stuck by a spear.
He didn't mention that there was an illusion and that he thought it was Ishmael.
Yeah.
Ishmael's going to come back as Lady Ishmael.
I would love that. As far as predictions, I mean, I think that we know a few things now.
Yeah.
Fucking book cloak Ayush. I think it's
seriously, calm it down.
I fully support everyone's.
I support it.
Hence why we put it up.
I support him.
But obviously, we're just going to go to the waist, and there's going to be a lot of angst, confusion. I'm very confused. Joe and I had a very actually sober conversation today, which we try to ignore and avoid.
I mean, I was at my job. I did have an old fashioned in me, but that's just normal.
Yeah, probably.
You go to work cocktails?
Yeah.
Like a old-timey ad exec type dude, just have an old-fashioned.
I mean, I work in marketing in the creative department. I mean, I think it's almost required.
It's so old school. That's awesome.
Hey, is that a woman talking? Joe. So old school. Make it stop. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll go get coffee.
We call that lunch. That's what it was. It was lunch.
Yeah. Also, Taffy, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm down with it.
Dad? Oh, sorry. But like, there's like, it's gonna. We had this question of like, do might as well. So this is all this. Mm-hmm. I have no idea how far we're gonna go, and I don't know why I volunteered to go first, other than to shit on the second season. So I apologize. Next up,
go ahead.
I mean, Taffy.
He's adorable. Input. He's adorable, and I love how into it he is. Especially since I heard that he was like, when he first started off, he was like burning through the books, like we all did. That was enough. I just love him for that.
Again, all the actors, fucking great. Like there is not a complaint about it.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Times. And then your predictions for Rand?
Yeah. What do you? Well, it's not even predictions. It's just like, what are you excited for? Like, what do you want to see in season 3? Rand wise.
I don't know, everything. I mean, I don't know.
Do you think we're getting? Do you think we're getting the end of this book and the end of this show?
Well,
think he's going to wrestle Asmodean for a Choden cow?
Oh, I hope so.
It feels like the entire end of this book, which we should get to later on tWoTcast,
we'll get
is
to it.
written for like actually unintentionally. It's very visual, right? Like it's very. Like, I feel like you could do it justice pretty easily. Again,
and that was skimming he was doing, right? He was skimming when he was on the stone steps and like going through the. Okay,
presumably.
I mean that would look bitchin'. Hopefully they show some of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we get that. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I am very, very excited for Ruidian. I will be very, very disappointed if Muradin does not use his own eyeballs. But
cast him. Why would they put him there if they're not going to have us see that? That would be really cool.
Well, they might not want someone doing their own eyes.
Well,
I mean,
I don't know.
He rips them out and then chews on them. But like, I
will. I don't know.
All right.
I'm just gonna hope yes.
Lan.
I'm Daniel Henney here with a refresher on where we left Lan in the Wheel of Time. In season 2, Lan had his bond with Moiraine severed.
We were never equals.
So he spent lots of quality time with Alana and her warders. They accused him of being a dark friend.
Do you actually believe? We don't know what to believe.
He pleaded with Swan
Lan,
to save Moiraine.
You have to trust someone.
Moiraine was not thrilled that he did that.
protecting Rand, that is the only thing that matters.
He then defended her on the beach in Falm, and she finally reestablished her bond with him.
You have always been my better.
So what does season 3 have in store for Lan? We're up in more Trollocs, just an educated guess.
Oh, I hope he's not such a pussy in the show anymore. I mean, he's great, but they really
nerf Lan,
yeah. I mean, he's got a lot of great, but even just like when he's fighting the Fades, when they're with Moiraine, and like they kind of kick his ass, and I mean, he gets 1 or 2 of them, but like
she stabs him, like doesn't she stab one of them for him?
Yeah, she snuck up on one, which was cool, but like they should have, like, I don't know. I know it was necessary for the whole him trying to.
Well, part of the thing is that Fade had a tail, and that's how Moiraine knew.
The Fade what?
Had to tell.
That
I think there may be there's a chance that
Okay.
there's a chance that Lan may be the most screwed over character in this like that we've really seen. Because like
Sandfleas.
what has he like? He's not really the badass swordsman. He's kind of like weirdly like just emotional and not like in a fun way.
We'll get to see Lan cry again. Yeah,
it's a good choice. It doesn't seem like he's at all.
You think we're getting
the Lan we want? And again, that's not the fucking actor. You're gonna hear.
I
that.
disagree.
Oh,
I mean, like,
yeah.
I think he's become
awesome.
more
I
of the
love
Lan
him.
we want.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And he looks like he's gonna be more of the Lan we want in this. In
He
what
looks
we've
pretty
seen
excited.
so far, it
Yeah.
looks like he's gonna be more of the Lan that we want. So, like, I mean, maybe like the show really did like a weird let's play on the relationship between Lan and Moraine a lot, and it seems like they've resolved all of that. So hopefully, it's just like badass Lan.
That's a
from
good
here on out.
point.
But, like, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
I don't
they
know.
could just
Again,
maybe he could
I
just
mean-
go forward and be a total badass like he should be. I think they were
I
just
hope
trying to make sure that like the
Full
women
Lan doesn't have
weren't.
any trees. There won't be any tells.
There's still sand. You know,
Did someone say
leave
edging?
footmarks there.
That was true.
Yeah.
That was Daniel talking about Lan, not Lan talking about Lan. That's true. I don't know. I mean, Trollocs, Cold Rock's Hold. I mean, Lan's in the scene, but not like it's really a Rand in the books. It's really a Rand Avienda kind of scene. So I don't know.
Well,
how
it's
much we're
cool. Like I know. Are you going
And
to
Matt.
show some? Are you going to show some of the images from that I was sending you guys? Like.
Oh, that's a good point. By the way, Taffy does this thing called homework, where like she's like sending shit all the time, and I mean, this is not like a fucking like what the fuck's wrong with her. I see it, and I'm just like,
I have that
I should do
article in another language that you sent me pulled up, so we can look
Okay.
through it.
Well, I mean,
If that
I
answers
was really like what you were saying about how they might just, kind of get back on track with Lan and stuff, and like seeing them practice sword forms together just really made
Turned
me
me on.
so happy. Yeah. Well, no,
Mhm.
because Rand is a child. Okay.
not anymore.
No, he's I could be his mother at this
He's
point.
a baby.
It's
Ooh,
weird
go
too.
on.
Like, do you ever think about that's another thing? Like the first 15 years I was reading, 90 was like my absolute favorite. And then I read The Memory of Light, and then it became Moraine because it was like I'm like a grown ass woman now. I don't know. When she came in that pavilion, I'm sidetracking. I'm so sorry.
No.
It's okay. Go on.
So, anyways, my point is like I can't look at Yosha and be like he's hot. He's a child to me, but he's wonderful.
Hot Child
Yeah.
in the City is a song.
You can
So
you can
fun.
say he's hot for younger women. That's okay.
He's a
You could be like,
good-looking-
he's hot.
He's a good looking young man.
That's a
hot if
good
you're
looking
20.
boy. That's a good looking boy. Everyone likes that. Yeah.
He's going to be a hot
Good
box
boy.
boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Put him in the hot box.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Or marijuana or vagina.
Both.
Jono, you have
do
land.
mine
You have land
is
thoughts
well.
for season 3.
I just want them to do well by him. Again, no problem with the
Yeah.
actor. No problem with like I think that like visually he looks good.
Yeah.
I just don't enjoy what they've done with him as a plot. Like this weird shit with like Moraine and Swan, like felt very weird third wheelish at some points. And like yes, I guess on a sexual level that's the case. He's not really a wheel at all. He does have well-turned calves.
He's a beautiful
Right.
man. He looks so
Yeah,
good
It's a
on
different
TV.
sheathing of the sword. Land teaches him.
And everyone needs that. He's got this big foreskin that he can actually tuck over somewhere else. That kind of work.
I didn't know that. That's
Shocking.
amazing.
Yeah.
Light Planet Fool. This is a good comment. I suspect he won't get a lot of scenes, but those he has will be great. I don't mind that
Yeah.
he's pretty much in the background of most of the books. I agree. Like that's pretty much. I think that's kind of what I want. The nuances that he's had in seasons 1 and 2, like were almost like scene steals from his character for the books, and I was just like, why did they do that? Why did they just make it lame? Like Moraine stops the dagger from cutting her throat with Matt, and it could have been Lan crossing the room really super quick and grabbing his hand before it cut her throat, and that would have been like Lan's Batman. Wow, like
Lan's not
but
even
it's just
the most
like,
interesting.
but they gave it to Moraine, and it's I don't know. It's like one of those things where you're like, Moraine's already doing awesome shit. Like, why not just show that Lan's a badass bodyguard? That's all. That's all you need.
It's all you need. Like,
I think they're trying to highlight the women power thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Which is fine.
I'm fine with that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Other than being a sexist myself,
But I think
like,
that's my point, though. There's plenty of Moraine highlight moments in season 1. It's like, why did you like he had like one little thing to do and you didn't give it to him? It seemed weird. Weird choices early on. I hope those choices differ this time around.
Lan's not even the warder we spend the most time with. Like, it's Maxim, and there's commentary there, and Ivan. I've got no problem with Ivan. But Lan is really like beta of the warders, like not like in a second, like he's just secondary. He doesn't get the amount of screen time really, and when he does get the screen time, it's not in a like assertive manner really, and that's frustrating and wrong.
It is. I mean, even the whole thing when the warders are sitting around the fire in the first season. Yeah. And well, that too, but like, and they're just ragging on him about some horse kicked his ass, and like they're like Lan doesn't.
I feel like every warder should have just been paying him nothing but respect.
Yes,
like the whole time.
They should have gone with Freddie.
We got to be on our best behavior.
That's not right.
Or they were just trying. Maybe they were just trying to humanize him by giving.
Sure,
I don't know.
Sure, but what the problem is? We're spending time on that as a baby. And that just feels like, well, that if we're having to try to rationalize it,
that's what I'm saying. That's my hopes for season 3. That it's just less of what we've seen, or like rather more of the awesome stuff we've seen, and less of the not so awesome stuff we've seen.
Probably, I think you're right about that.
Again, it feels like it's moving in that direction, but
totally. So I'm excited to see Lan kick ass.
Yeah, hopefully.
Kick ass and be super cool.
He always kicks ass. The beach scene was cool. True. Like him defending Moraine was awesome on the beach. I like that.
Yeah, that was
Fire
really
Dragon.
cool.
I could have done without.
Well, even like the first episode of season 1, and they were like when they were fighting in the village. That was cool. Like I thought he was great in that. Like what they did with him.
Really awesome. I mean, I said it back then when we talked about those episodes. We probably talked about it when we covered the overall season with you, Taffy. But like, I love the like fighting around Moraine, like doing weaves. Like he would like roll under a weave and she'd shoot something over him, and then he'd pop back up and cut a Trolloc, and just lots of like
how did he see
really choreographed fighting between the two of them together. And I thought it was really cool.
Lan can channel. New theory.
He can.
He just knows.
And he can channel Sidar. New theory.
She was very heavily moving her arms and stuff. Maybe he just like, I know to duck when she waves her hand sideways because something's going to get cut in half.
Wait a minute.
She's doing weave forms.
Do you think that in the show that people that can't channel can see the weaves? They can't see the weaves?
I certainly hope not.
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I assume people channel now. Or is it for our benefit? Wait, I'm sorry. What did that say? Lan should what? Lan should never have his hair down. He doesn't.
Never have his hair down. He doesn't look like a tough dude with long hair. I mean,
well, if he was fighting and flipping you in,
was Shinaran, but he should definitely have his the Hadori.
Hadori.
Yeah. I'm all right with that. Those are little nitpicky things that I'm like, I wish it was one way all the time, like from the books. But then at the same time, I'm like,
yeah, you like a little variety.
It's mostly like you said, like the Batland moments.
Yeah,
I'd like to see more of those.
I like what we're kind of seeing already with the first episode, Jono, and also like
which we'll talk about next week.
Yeah,
because
who asked us that? I'm sorry.
That's when it comes out. It doesn't come out until Thursday.
Yeah,
so,
that's too
dumb
dicks.
Yeah.
And no one has seen it except for a few people that got screeners.
Did I miss? Oh man, there's
influencers
a lot of comments
got
already.
What'd you say, Joe? I wasn't listening.
I don't know. I think it was Glenn, but they just asked if we had seen. Oh no, yeah, it was Glenn. Did you three watch the season 3 one preview Saturday? So
What?
me
There
and
was a
me and
preview on
Taffy did.
Saturday? Okay.
Me and Taffy did.
We're not gonna do it. Okay.
Jono had to
I
go
really
out.
like. So they did, and I watched everything up until the show started because I had to go start drinking at 1:40 or 1:30.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that was
what
very
an adult does. And the fact that it lasted that goddamn long, like if it had started at 1 o'clock like it said it would, I could have been like, you know what, we're gonna leave.
It was
it
was almost 3. I mean, it was late. It was like 2:30,
Yeah, it was a
right?
couple
When it finally
hours.
started, maybe.
You know what? You know what's cool though? I'm sure there's a lot of people that did not get to watch it, in the middle of the day Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna suggest we could talk about it, but just leave it spoiler free, even for Jono. But like, I mean, we're gonna talk about it next week, so it's like,
I did enjoy some of the behind the scenes stuff. Like, again, I really want to like this show, and I've said that only 400 times. And good luck enjoying it again. No, I want to. Like, there's nothing fun about not like. Well, that's not true. Sometimes shitting on things is fun. You can ask my wife's chest, but like but like,
bring it up, bring it up.
But
Bring it.
I want to just enjoy this. Why the fuck would I not? Like, it's not really that fun, at least for me, to just be negative and derogatory. But
yeah,
it's like I wanted to watch.
I always try to find something I like in it.
Yeah, I
hopefully
found
multiple
things.
Like,
there were a couple times I did laugh with like the pre-show stuff when like, and obviously I'll never know what Rafe's original vision was, and obviously that's kind of the point he's trying to put across. But my God, they have levered so much onto this. If it weren't for COVID, this would have. And then because of that,
they said they only rewrote the last 2 episodes though. So 1 through
that's
6
not great.
was,
that's
yeah.
That's not great because
which again, like my number one remaining concern, or rather like huge problem with season 1 was like the last 2 episodes felt like. But I mean, I can forgive those. But the max, like the step-in water thing and the Aes Sedai, I'm just like, we wasted like 2 episodes on that, and then it went 1 month later for Egwene and Perrin, and I was like, what the fuck?
1 month later.
I want to see that. Show me that. Like, I don't know. That's the part where I was like, what the fuck? Kind of thing. But like, and I still can't get over that. Like, I understand for introducing that idea into the audience.
The idea, but they're also they introduced the Forsaken as well. They do introduce a lot with that storyline. They talk about
there's a lot going on. Yeah.
So
that's true.
Yeah, I mean, if it's I don't know, it's easier to rewatch now, and
it is easier
just enjoy it more.
It's coming.
Yeah.
And there's some really good scenes in those episodes. It's just that like I want to see the main cast, and I think they were just trying to like keep the audience guessing on who the Dragon Reborn, like the whole like it's one of these 5 and we don't know who it's going to be, and you're like, oh god, okay. And as a book reader, you're just like, we already know. but and I get it what they're doing. Anyway, rant over.
So now, but let's take a real quick rant though. Like I think on a valid point, which is so season 1 was filled with this like
the Step-in episode was good, but it was not fucking needed. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel. It was good. I wanted different. I would like, it's like, why am I watching this? The whole time I was just like, why am I watching this?
Anyway, they just wanted King Harold from the show to be in the show.
So like season 1 is filled with this like, who is the Dragon Reborn? It looks like from what I can see from season 3, it's going to be, is the Dragon Reborn here is a destructor or savior? Which is an interesting thing because obviously those are real points of the potential for the Dragon Reborn. So I liked that more as an idea, although this far into the series, Rand's theoretically going to be savior, and the ironic part is he becomes so cold to be there, he almost is the destructor, like Gozer. So I kind of like that more as a plot point, assuming it's put together that way with a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
Bitchin'. That would be awesome.
You gotta put in the
I'm looking forward to it. That's gonna happen, right?
That's good writing there.
Yeah, it is. And if it doesn't happen on the show, then we should have Jono, right?
Yeah.
fanfic for MySpace/tWoTcast.com.
Yeah, and you can read that on www.myspace.com/tWoTcast. This is the new Twitter of time, everybody. Everyone go head over to myspace.com. Also,
If
you can
really
be friends
know-
with Sing with Taffy over there.
Yes.
Is it also the new Watskis? Is it Tweeter of Time? I can't remember what next
Tweeter.
Skeeter of Time. That's what it is. Skeeter.
Yeah.
I mean, before we get to, we've been talking about this for a while, but let's get some comments in before we do it, Gwen, real quick.
Okay.
It changed the payoff and set up for season 1 and altered start of season 2. So fair statement. I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Joe, what is it? Because you put this.
The change of Matt and the last two episodes of.
Yeah, I get that, and but I still have issues. Episodes 3 through 5 or 6, like I found lacking certain things. So you can't really put that like blame necessarily on that. And again, shitty cards get dealt. I legitimately would love to know what the fuck was out there. But it seems like they took the shitty cards and doubled down to continue with this gambling.
The whole scene with Ran and Ishii in episode 8 was so much foreshadowing for A Memory of Light. I like that.
Yeah, fair enough.
We won't talk about that here. Spoilers for the show and all of the books.
Yeah.
But if they were going to have Matt blow the horn in 108, they would have had incredible trickle down. Were they going to have him blow the horn?
Yeah,
maybe.
I did not know. Again,
I didn't think that. I thought they were just going to like involve him in that whole like dagger horn scenario with Fane. I didn't know if he was going to. I don't think he was going to blow the horn. Maybe he was. I don't know.
With the exception of
it's really just Rafe Judkins and Queen of Time. Hey, who knows? Maybe the Gwyn thing was just some exceptional misdirection. I mean, again, yeah, I don't know. There's little character things that I'm like, I wonder if the emphasis on Rand breaking the IEL.
I would like that. Honestly, I think that we're going to get to it to a certain extent. It starts here on this note. I think that could be played up more because I to really understand the heartbreak of what the fuck the IEL realize when he gives the realization. Great working.
Yeah. I once saw a ride operator at the state fair with dragon tattoos on his arm. He was the car.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good one, Dan.
That is a good one,
Dan. So, by the way, my name is a riff of being the best porn.
Yes, Jono, we know. I heard some spoiler-free reviews of season 3, and while there is some departure from the books, it's much more book accurate than previous seasons, and nothing like the Steppen episode. So there's that.
Okay.
Well, again, I think that's pretty clear from what we've seen so far.
Yeah, and I think that's fantastic. And
yeah,
I want to like the show. Yeah, I don't want to talk.
Well, you know what? From what I saw on Saturday. It's gonna suck. No, I'm just kidding. From what I saw on Saturday, it looks fantastic.
Now sit in the dark and smoke.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I have to
throw a ball to your dog.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you're gonna like I mean, I hope we all like 2 and 3 as well, but
Oh, you think so?
It looks like it's going. Yeah, I think you're gonna enjoy it. It was fun to watch.
You fucking think so?
Jono, you're gonna like it. You're gonna like it. Spoiler-free review for episode 1 of The Wheel of Time. Jono's gonna like it.
I hope he likes it.
Yeah,
I want to like.
I hope he does too.
I want to like things. There's so many things happen. There's so many things right now that I don't like. I just want to like this.
I mean, again, on that episode, so far so good.
I mean,
there's always things that I'm gonna be, and when we review it, I'll be like this and this and this. What the fuck? But it's so far so good. All right, let's do it. We got 4 more to go.
From drinking,
we got a lot to do.
You're gonna be drinking.
Hi, I'm Madeline Madden, and here we are with a refresher of where we left Egwene on the Wheel of Time. In season 2, she became a novice at the White Tower. She met Elaine.
Don't you wonder what the future might hold for us?
Her friendship with Nynaeve was put to the test. She was betrayed and made a Damane.
Where's Egwene? Oh, Kiva!
She refused to bow to Rhaena and the Shonchan. She finally got her revenge in the Battle of Falme, then held her own against Ishamael, saving Rand's life.
You cannot face down one of the chosen child.
I absolutely love playing her, and she only gets stronger in season 3. Can't wait for you to watch.
Yes, Jono.
Is this mirrored?
Maybe? I don't know.
Her pants are guy pants. That's how I learned.
Oh no, those are mom jeans.
No, that's where the zipper is. The zipper is on.
Oh, probably because everything is front facing camera bullshit for Instagram, right? I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, I have something that it might not be appropriate for me to discuss, but I don't know.
Please do.
Okay, the actor that plays Rena.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
but
agreed.
I found out afterward that actor
tortured Madeline Madden in real life, which was weird. They got real into it. Oh no, what?
That actor their pronouns are he, they. So they actually cast a fucking dude to be a Saldam. And so that whole, like, when I rewatch it, it's a man, like, the energy is very male. It's different than like the female and female and like violence. And it kind of pisses me off. Like, as good as that actor is, like, they're very good.
You gotta separate who they're playing on screen with what they identify in real life.
But it turns into a man doing violence to a woman instead.
I wondered why watching it I would start getting aroused. And that
She's from Australia. Her pants are mirrored.
Thank you.
I predict she's from Australia. So her pants are mirrored.
Oh, okay. That's it.
He they was in Fallout. Amazing actor. I agree. They're great.
No,
they're really good.
Yeah, he's fantastic, but
But I understand. I get that how that could change the feeling of the energy of those scenes. That being said, I do love those. I haven't rewatched them with that knowledge, so like maybe I would feel differently. But I do love the Egwene Rena sequences.
I don't know. Maybe that's why he's so good at the whole being super controlling and like aggressive.
No, Dan doesn't like her. Low point.
Oh,
that's sad.
Is it because it's actually a man playing a woman's role?
Maybe.
We all know Dan has some big hang-ups there.
Yeah.
Also, we don't know.
I don't know. It's just a weird little thing that kind of like.
Okay.
It is interesting considering, and I in no way am qualified to discuss a million topics considering every comment I've ever made. But it is interesting because like there's obviously been a trend towards casting people as they are.
Yeah.
So I get that. Like personally,
didn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Wanaholic said they are fluid. I believe. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh, okay. Well,
or an interesting layer of complication.
Well, I mean, they do have they, but like the predominantly going by he. I don't know. It's just another example of men taking women's positions in the world.
Can you cut her off? Joseph?
Yeah, get out of here, Taffy.
Oh wait, I thought I'm supposed to be sexist against women, huh?
Yes.
I'm glad a man took the women's job. She would have been terrible. Women can't do anything. It should be all men.
Yeah.
Okay.
One for those meddling women. Role. Tom's not
sexist.
Yeah. Yes, he is. He got his wife pregnant, not himself. What's that asshole's do?
Yeah. What the fuck? All right. What are you guys excited for with Egwene in season 3? For me, it's all tWoRanReod. I can't I want to see more of that. Hopefully we see more of that with Perrin too, but it's probably going to be, I assume, probably going to lean more towards just the battle and like less of the running around with Slayer kind of stuff.
There might be because they cast Lord Luke. They showed that I thought that was fucking cool when I saw that they actually cast somebody for that. Maybe we'll get a little.
I'm afraid of tWoRanReod. I don't know how well they're going to cover it. And again, I don't know how the fuck you do. In fairness to Rafe and the company, I don't know how the fuck you do that. Right. It's a bizarre, it's a very simple concept.
I think they've done it well so far.
Yeah.
But as you really turn it into the playground it kind of turns into.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be a lot of
pretty
A
difficult.
lot of effects. Is that what you're worried about? Like money wise?
Effects
Like they
and
won't be able to achieve what
ramifications.
like's in the books?
Yeah, I just don't know if the best way
I don't
to
know.
do
You
it.
can do like a warping of someone moving forward and the stuff that they do in book 4. Pretty. Yeah, that's going to be super difficult, you know?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that little doodly dance you did?
Oh, it's from Wayne's World.
Oh, I know, but it just means I want to see it again. That's good.
Oh.
She knows what it's from.
Yeah.
Randland. I thought Reno was a great combo of creepy and cruel. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
agree.
Just like every
we're
man.
supposed to be talking about Egwene right now.
Yeah.
Well, we are talking about Egwene because that
I
right.
know.
Oh well, just when I saw him. I'm just, sorry, no.
Taffy, what are you excited for with Egwene in season 3?
Teleranriad and her interactions, like getting to know some of the wise ones, and right.
I love it's definitely a 2 against 1. Like I'm afraid of it. You guys are in love with it. So
I'm super excited for Teleranriad stuff. I mean,
I think that's great.
It might be handled not great, but hopefully it's awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
I hope they do some great effects for Teleranriad. I agree. I want that too.
Do you think they're going to put her hair in 2 braids? Do you think I'm going to give her 2 pigtails with red ribbons?
I don't know. She doesn't seem like she's in the same emotional and
childish
position that she's in. Yeah, they're very much more
she's-
adult in the show. Like just in general, her relationship with Rand is way different. Like
Yeah, she doesn't
obviously
need to
that
grow
continues
up.
into this season, whereas like by the books, this kind of ended by this point. So like I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. If anything, the wise ones will be like, yeah, we know you've been through some shit, but you still
You
need to
mean
like back down and
handlebars.
be.
Yeah, that's exactly. By the way, I had the same thought when it came to the braids. Just fuck her from behind and pull them, and that's why you're not supposed to do that because she's old enough to not be done that like that. You stare her in the face.
Consensually, right? If she asks for it.
All right, you guys ready for Moraine?
Oh, is that it?
What do we have?
Okay.
We have Moraine, Perrin, and Avienda.
Well, I was just saying with Egwene, she's gonna like
Jesus.
So
yeah,
the wise ones aren't gonna have to like teach her to grow up. She's already fucking a warrior. at
Yeah,
this
that's
point.
what I'm kind of saying. Like, I don't
So
think she's gonna be.
if anything,
maybe
they'll just have
maybe
to
they'll
teach her
teach her in terms of she's being a child because she stubbornly wants to be an adult in Teleranriad. I mean,
Yeah.
that could still happen. I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, that makes sense. It's not necessary, but there'll be something there.
Also, we got like so much of that in season 2. I feel like with the Damani capturing shit of
Yeah.
her having to be like broken and like overcome it, and I don't know if that's like a path they want to go down again.
No, yeah, she's already been through all that. Okay, Jono, were you gonna say something, or you want to move on?
Oh, so A, we should probably move more quickly, and B, I had a great joke at Brandon Sanderson's expense.
Okay.
And so I am the reason why we're going slowly. Excuse me, adverb. If they didn't want to keep doing the same emotional trauma to her, shouldn't have had Brandon Sanderson as a producer. Next, if you've read most of his books, which I love, in fucking serious, I very much do.
Yeah, he's fun to read.
The same emotional trauma happens over and over, and I just feel bad for his wife at this point. Or maybe I feel bad for Brandon and what his wife does to him. I don't know. But anyway,
Maybe
next
they
song.
beat
Joe.
each other. Next song.
All right, next song.
Hi there, I'm Rosamund Pike, and I'm here with a little refresher about Wheel of Time Season 2. Moraine was quite busy in Season 2. She lost her power at the end of Season 1. She got quite sad about it. She severed her bond with Lan.
We were never equals.
She reunited with her family.
I'm not your little sister anymore.
She revealed Rand's new lover Celine to be Lanfear the Forsaken.
Now hurry, we don't have much time.
She had a few minor disagreements with Swan.
Release him, Swan. Now. No.
She finally regained her power. She re-established her bond with Lan. You have always been my better. She destroyed the Shanshan fleet with some pretty cool weaves. Oh, I think that's not too shabby for one season's work. I hope you enjoy what she's got in store for Season 3.
so lucky she's a huge fucking nerd that likes the Wheel of the Time. Like the Wheel of the Time.
The Wheel of the Time.
I still love the Wheel of the Time.
You ever seen that? The Wheel of the Town. Yeah. Taffy, how do you feel about Moraine season 3? Are you excited? What do you want to see?
I'm excited to see her and Rand spending more time together and her trying to connect with him and him speaking. Yeah. I think that's going to be him speaking with her about like important things and,
Yeah, I mean, one thing I do like about season 2 was that he undid the, I don't know, whatever thing that
took
Ishmael
the
had
shield
done to her.
off.
Yeah, he took the shield off of her.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
In the sense that like it brought them closer together, I think, in a more interesting way that hopefully we'll see more of in season 3.
Yeah.
I like their relationship. It seems very book accurate for the most part.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the little bits we've seen, and one of the scenes we'll see tonight, like where we watch the land thing or the little land Rand training montage. You can tell she's going to be like at odds a little bit, at least with Egwene and maybe Rand, and like it seems like it's kind of heading in the direction of the book. So like I'm interested in that.
Jono,
I predict Moraine gets dizzy and pukes in the rings.
Well, I hope that's true. Like what
maybe
the recap they did, I think, was perfect as a recap because it showed the highs and lows of what's going on here. Like she loses her power. She has this fight. Like she goes and hangs out with her family. Like these move her characters in certain way, or her character in certain ways. But at the same time, it's not like it sounds like such a douchey fucking thing. But that's not what happens in the series. Like at least in the books. And yes, of course, these are two different things. But it seems very much like a rewrite to a certain extent that I'm not sure I needed to see. But at the same time,
keeping her more invested in every episodic episode of the show could have been a little less, but like I didn't mind most of those inclusions.
Well, that's the thing is the other side of the coin is that she's a wonderful actress. She brings a name brand to it, which if that's what you want, like to bring in more people who eventually hopefully read the books and enjoy the shit, then fuck yeah, right? It's just, and then of course the biggest problem is we ended with that motherfucking fire dragon, which again, get the fuck away from that. Stop showing one of the dumbest things you've put on page, like on film. Stop it. Stop it now.
That must have been. I mean, if you're just a show watcher, though, that's pretty fucking cool.
Why? What? Like it's another person making a dragon.
What are they gonna do? Like wave a flag? He did it. Like it's a little like I wish the flag had been involved. I wish the banner had been involved physically and like been a part of it. Like even if it was like
book 3,
I'm not Luce Theron. Even if it was Arthur Hawkwing that it was like, here, Matt, take this or what or something. Like there should have been something where he like got the banner. But like
okay, so
but I don't mind
the easiest topic when Perrin has like he chops down the fucking tree in book 2. The little sapling and
that's
fixes
the point.
The banner to
Perrin
it.
did jack all in the end of
fucking incredible. Also, the end of book 3, where I was going to go with that is when like they show like the rumors flying out from Tyr as the dragon banner flies, like fucking incredible. You don't need this literal in your face fire dragon, a thing that doesn't even exist. So why the fuck are they doing it? It
exists on a banner somewhere that they haven't seen.
Yeah. 1 + 2 + 2 + 1. That doesn't add up. Fine. Anyway, next song.
I just think somebody saw that tower
sign
in like I don't know what country it's in. It's in Asia somewhere. There's a tall skyscraper that has an actual dragon wrapped around it. It looks just like the end of the show.
Didn't you send us a picture of that, Taffy?
I did, like last year or something.
And
I think someone saw that, like when they were scouting locations.
You were like, "This is clearly where they got that idea."
I think that's Dan's penis.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Dan, confirm.
That's it. Yes, because we've all seen Dan's penis. So we can confirm it.
Yeah. I mean, he wears a kilt a lot. I predict Moraine tries to control Rand and make him go to Tyr to claim Kalendor, but he goes to the Threefold Land instead. And after Ruidian/Rings, she starts to realize she needs to prep him instead of, light blinded fool. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, very possibly. I hope it's less force. I mean, that's I don't know. I hope it's more conflict in terms of like, you should be doing this. Because she's still really like hardcore White Tower in the show versus, which is weird because she got like excommunicated and shit. But like, I don't know.
Well, so is Swan.
I want more of the actual books. I want more book Moraine relationship.
I don't hate that as an idea because Swan is very much pro.
Oh, for when she's
White
gone.
Tower.
Oh, that makes sense. That's the last bit of that.
Yeah, because that's what she's desperate for. To help him as much as she can.
Yeah,
she knows.
I agree. I mean, I think Label Handful is completely right. I mean, we've seen that in a lot of the trailer. It's just like, I've found out that one of us has to die, and if it's not me, it's him, and obviously it can't be him. So, Lan, wait, that crazy guy that you should open with sheathing the sword.
I've made so many sheathing land swords.
How does she know what a dragon looks like? We don't know. She's read a lot of books. Olver's Ears. She's read a lot of books.
Some of which were apparently the Coiled Dragon Tower in Asia. Yeah. Hi, Otto.
It's
Is it Otto?
Yes.
What do you call it when he can't breathe?
Is he showing you his dragon?
What do you call?
Oh, he is right now.
Oh, fuck yeah! That's auto asphyxiation, by the way.
Oh, that's good. Otto, everybody says hi.
Everybody says hi, Otto.
Jono, Joe, and everybody here, all my fellow fan club friends. Tom's dead.
I hear his voice. Tom's dead.
No one seems to notice.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Marcus Rutherford, here with a refresher of where we left Perrin in the Wheel of Time.
You can't run from what you are.
In Season 2, he spent a lot of time with the Shinarans. Spent a lot of time with wolves.
Wolf brother, they call us. I am them. So are you.
Got dragged around, literally. Met a new friend named Avienda.
Perrin Ibarra, do you like to dance?
And made his way to Farm just in time to reunite with his old friends. Can't wait for you to see what's in store for Season 3.
He looks good.
He looks awesome.
Yeah.
Also, spoilers, but not so much. But the golden eyes, they're permanent, and they're finally just don't make them go away. Because I was genuinely worried about that when they started doing that on the show. I was like, are they going to do this dumb thing where he only has gold eyes when he's talking to wolves or something? Because I hate that.
What would you do?
But obviously, they're going
on the
full on Perrin Golden Eyes for the Two Rivers battle. But Jono, what are you excited for? Season 3, Perrin.
Mr. Dovey's excited.
I bet she is.
I feel like he's the most unexplored character, and literally anything. Like, I don't think there's too much like. I don't love his origin story necessarily.
Yeah.
But like, take him where he will. Like, as long as it's close enough to the actual books. Because again, like the actor, have you heard that yet? And the sound of scotch. But I don't know. I feel like he's nothing right now. That's like not the actor's fault. All he's done is like dick around in the fucking background and bring him forward. Ooh, what are you pouring, Taffy?
Tea, me lord.
Oh, it's cum.
It's a bit of cum tea.
Cum tea.
It's cum in a pot.
Cum in a
It's a
pot.
pot.
It's my favorite.
Pot of cum.
His mother's milking a cup. I just hope Marcus does not have to wear contacts, that they do it digitally. I mean, I think they're doing it digitally.
It's actually cum tax. There's a little tic tacs of semen.
Amazing. I
predict a limb from an apple tree falls on its head and he thinks Fael's his wife spun back out.
Oh my god.
Also, he discovers
That's an
gravity.
interesting question, though. I mean, so we've seen
Yeah.
from the trailer, we see them arrive, and it's Loyal and Bane and Chayad, which again is
Yeah.
weird because Avienda took the place of Gaul, but then she goes to the Waste. So they're really fucking over Gaul.
Yeah.
God damn it! Why don't you just throw him in? Just be like, and this guy too, for no reason whatsoever. Just add him in. But that's. I wonder how Fael is going to be introduced. I feel like it's going to be like she's with Lord Luke or in a Hunter for the Horn kind of scenario.
Yeah,
and
I
already
think
there probably.
You're probably right about that. That was a good prediction.
Yeah, I mean, which is fine. You got to get her there.
Yeah.
And they're not gonna, which means we're not gonna have any spanking Fael in the ways.
What am I gonna do with my erection?
I don't know. You're gonna have to figure something out, Jono.
Done.
I agree. Parent #parent.
Turn the vacuum.
Oh my god. That hashtag.
Parent is nothing.
Oh my god.
Rafe said in an interview, as a response to one character he wishes he didn't have to cut, that it was Gaul and that they merged him into the Bane and Chayad to allow more Fael scenes. I mean, like, that is evident in the trailer, and like that's what they're doing there. Well, aside from actually being there in the books, but like they are taking the place of Gaul essentially, and I'm just like, God damn it, you could have just been like, there's also this guy.
Do you want to hear something that's completely unrelated but also kind of fun for me?
Yes.
On the topic of parent. So Taffy, again, doing actual work and research, sent us like the list of people that have been confirmed. One of which is a woman named Zenobia Kloppers. And that's a fantastic last name
Zenobia.
just in general. But Zenobia is going to be playing who is it?
Alviarin?
Yeah. I had to think for a
No,
second. But
I
her
don't-
name
I don't
is
think
so
so.
close to
No? I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Oh, that's a good guess.
her name is no, it's not Alviarin. Is she?
What sort of terms do you expect Fael and Luke to have before Perrin shows up? Friendly, antagonistic, neutral, or romantic?
Who is it?
Romantic would make sense. They do a weird flirty thing to make him jealous in the books. So maybe kind of closer to that. But I feel like neutral and or romantic would probably be. Oh, why it said sport fucking.
Sport fucking. That's the right answer.
Yeah, that's the one.
Which, by the way, great way to stay in shape. Good core work, and
They're hunters of the horn with benefits.
Yeah.
You know?
But what I was gonna say, Zenobia sounds like a combination of Tenobia, Fael's mother, and actually her name, which is Zareen. And I, for a second, thought that was like, wait, there's a woman named Zenobia not playing Zenobia, and then I was like, oh, it's Tenobia. One letter off. Very disappointed.
Do you think Fael's going to be like, my name is Mandarb, and then Perrin's going to laugh? And then she
Anyways gonna do? What'd you do if he had a penis?
Is that going to happen?
Well, no, because does anybody know? Does anybody really that familiar with the name of Land's horse?
Yeah, I guess not. Yeah, that's not like a common thing in the books.
Except for
the show.
yeah.
Yeah.
Unless they say it like right before or something, but he's not even going to be. They're going to be separated already by then.
But what if like that was kind of like something that was like it had like a sexual kind of like my name is Blade, but you know what I mean? Like cock.
Blade, that's a hot name. I got
you. Yeah.
Mandarb would have to be there. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, that's true.
That was a good horse.
I know,
Mandarb impression.
Thanks. I do that when I fart. My ass is kind of like I've been around a block, if you know, so it just kind of flutters like that. I've had a lot of things in it.
Incredible. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
all right.
That's fantastic.
It's like a loose guitar.
Wait, Taffy. What do you want to see, Taffy? What do you want to see? Season 3 from Perrin.
I'd like to see him in Teleranriad. I'd like to see him in the Wolf Tree.
Okay.
I don't think that they're going to complete it, but with
I hope they don't.
I hope I get to see him shooting Luke in the chest.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Do Emmons Field right. That's it. Okay. I don't know how he gets there or why, but do Emmons Field right. Make sure that shit because for a lot of people, myself very much included, some of the best scenes Perrin has, Emmons Field. So figure out why the fuck he's there, make sure that works. Well, I hope they have figured out because it's the past tense now. And past perfect. And just make sure.
Better question. Who will Perrin kill this time? He kills Tam. That's why he's not in any of the scenes.
I love how our
just swinging
fellow
around
fan
like
club
crazy.
members always make that joke about. That's so good. You guys are good. You guys are good.
Agreed.
Yeah, I'm talking to
And you can
chat
join that
right
fan
now.
club at www.myspace.com/tWoTcast. It's the new Twitter of time, everybody. We're all going over there. It's much better over there at myspace.com.
If you want any information at all, up-to-date information, it's all there.
It's where it's gonna be. It's where it's gonna be, everybody. I want to see Perrin behead a fetch with one stroke of the axe. I almost didn't say fetch just out of resistance to that name. Glenn, stop trying to make fetch a thing. It's Myrdral or Fade. Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. Hopefully he does chop the head off a fucking Fade.
Eyeless
I
one.
don't think Glenn's gonna let that go.
No, he's not.
Keep saying fetch, Glenn.
Eyes and ears tell me that episode 7 is almost entirely Perrin/Two Rivers. Where are you getting all this information? Stop it.
Eyes and ears, dumbass. I want like Light Blinded Fool to be someone like extremely connected to the shows, just like these dumb dicks.
He's like
These guys are so stupid.
fucking
Yeah,
these
worst-
fucking idiots.
just here
worst shit
taunting
out
us
there.
with all their knowledge.
No,
That's
he
okay.
just
I like
cares.
it.
He just cares and watches all Wheel of Time content. Avienda, you guys, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm Ayola Smart, and here is a refresher of where we left Avienda at Season 2 of Wheel of Time. In Season 2, we met Avienda when Perrin found her locked in a cage.
Why do you help me?
People shouldn't be in cages.
That didn't last long. Perrin Ibarra, do you like to dance? She fled the town with Perrin. She told him about her people, the Aiel. I'm searching for the Karakarn, our chief of chiefs, and showed what they're capable of at Thom. We'll be seeing more of them in Season 3. Karakarn, you have my word.
One, two.
I saw that fucking fiery dragon twice.
That's when she realized that Rand was the Karakarn.
Because
Possibly.
someone else channeled it.
Yeah. Rand just,
You know.
in reality, I mean, Rand just stood up on the edge of a building when that was happening, and she's like, "It's that guy." Just, like almost no reason to be like, it's him.
It's like for some reason what's coming in my head is A, B, in Monty Python the Holy Grail, when they're like I just remembered that we had we also had a Holy Grail thing, like naughty suit. That's it. The dragon. Someone else put the dragon up there. It's stupid.
What are you excited for with Avienda, dummy?
I want to get to know the character more. Like, really, so far she's just been like a tough, like very capable fighter. Like, I want to get to know her as an actual character. I want to get to know her. I hope that they do her. Watch this. I hope they do her, and I hope they do her right. Because I think that it's a tough kind of thing that she comes in. She's one of the later introduced like big female characters. And Fate is very good. Fetch is not. But bring her in well and make her part of the experience the right way. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big ask. Just
No, I agree. I'm excited for
play
that fire spear / big thumbs up that she gives. That looks cool. But I mean, just the Cold Rocks, like the whole Rand relationship, I hope that goes somewhere. It seems like it's not so far.
I wouldn't mind if they change. If you're going to change something, give it a little more intrigue to start. Like maybe the prickliness of her bracelet, kind of let that happen a little more quickly. Maybe.
Okay.
I don't know.
I like yeah, I want to see her fight some Trollocs with Rand in the waste. I think it'll be pretty cool.
That'd be a good way for them to connect. I'm looking forward to seeing them connect.
Oh, okay.
And talk to each other, spend some time together. Yeah.
What else we have?
Seeing like how she's gonna. I mean, I'm assuming they'll still have her become a wise one. So
question I had.
So we've seen her. We've seen her in that like same outfit that Egwene is wearing.
Oh.
To train to be a wise one.
I didn't see that.
Yeah. Well, so like I think
it.
Egwene's poster is like. No, so you did when the fire hand happens, she's wearing the same shit Egwene.
Oh, okay.
So like, and that's at like Cold Rock's Hold, presumably, or something, so like assuming like somewhere along the way, like when they get to Ruidian, she goes into Ruidian. She's 99% sure to be the other person that's in the rings when Moraine's in there. Okay. So like, I assume they're gonna do all that stuff. I mean,
That'll be cool.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's been a character prediction / what we want to see season 3.
All right, well, let's finish this goddamn book too.
No, there's still more, Jono. There's still more.
Still more.
Let's watch a scene.
Jesus Christ.
They're short clips. It's fine.
Oh, you're gonna have a commercial.
I'll try to mute this trailer commercial.
Excellent.
So wait, this is the. Oh, this is the what's it called? Oh, I can skip the ad.
Well, hold on. Was that going to be like what side of kind were we looking at there?
Make it big. Make it big.
I don't think I can. If I full screen it, I think it won't work, but I'll try. Hold on.
Like we were when I was there.
Oh,
that was a long
there we go.
Time ago. It's not the time for us to be pushing an agenda. Not after Leander.
It is exactly the time. The dragon is reborn, and he is a man. This is what we Reds have been prepared for centuries. Only we are ready for it.
So, what are you proposing?
That we call for a vote in the hall to send a group of 8 sisters to find Rand al'Thor and cage him.
We have work to do to regain our standing here. Work you are making more difficult. So.
Yeah.
Well, stop screen already.
That guy was in. I know he's a famous musician, but he was also on Supernatural.
Ah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
He was a host for Lucifer for a while until he burned through.
I prefer Tidifer. Just a little. Better
well,
feeling.
no. Well, those days are gone for you as far as your asshole.
Yeah. My butthole looks like again like that, just kind of unorganized guitar string and just hanging down.
Twang. It's a twanging sound. Bang, 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 bang.
Not even. Like the sound's kind of gone. It's warped. Also digs into your skin somehow too. It's very frustrating. Anyway.
Okay. Sorry about
All right, so Elida, what are your thoughts on Elida?
Well, so I had never heard the actress, and I was a little taken off guard, and I've never seen The Expanse.
That's
which of course
Galena? What? So what are we proposing?
That's Galena?
What a fucking caravan with no fucking wheels.
Fucking.
I can't tell if I love the myriad accents or not. I mean, obviously that is how life happens, but at the same time, like sometimes they're kind of jarring. Like a pickle jar in the ass, if you know that video.
One who says Elida is being difficult is Sutama, highest of the Reds in the books. Okay.
It seems like it doesn't seem right. She's kind of acquiescing to them, or I don't know if that's the right word for it. She's just kind of like, okay, Elida.
It seems like
they're like, no, not now.
Acting...
And she's like, okay, and she just leaves.
Yeah, and she just gets up and goes. Well, I mean, that being said, like we don't know where she goes from there. So maybe she's like, fuck these bitches, we're doing what I want to do. I mean, like it's very possible.
if she's not the
But I
highest
mean,
anymore, which is what the
I think it's. Go ahead, Jono.
The implication here is that she's no longer the highest, or never was technically.
Yeah, because she does say like back when I was, or whatever.
Yeah, back in my day. And obviously there's a little thing that happened in season 2 with Leandrin. And so it may have been that she toppled from the top, which is where you would do that. And therefore she's kind of, living a brief subservience almost.
Okay.
And that's why she's trying to do that. Again, I don't fucking know.
No, you're probably right. It seemed like she just kind of rolled over real fast.
But also wrong.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know. That. I mean, I don't think a lot is ever going to roll over. So, like, I guarantee that scene.
Well,
the next scene is probably like a lot of being like, "Fuck this, we're doing what I want to do." And I mean, maybe not.
Okay, no,
but
that would
I
make
think
sense.
I think to add on to Jono's point, I think it might be more of like you've been just hanging out in Andor forever, so like fuck off, kind of thing. Which is why they're aside from just so it's not like she's like, shunned or whatever. I just think it's just they're like, you don't know what's going on in the tower. Like, get the fuck out of here. You've been hanging out with Queen Morgaze for 20 years, Anyway, I think Elida left the position of the highest to be the Andoran advisor because she misinterpreted her fertility. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it.
I love that.
Elida is a fucking star. Jono, you want to fill that in?
CUNT.
She had figured.
So what I was gonna say is I love that as an idea though, because that kind of adds so much to Elida the character. Because she's willing to go all in on this shit, and she's so mission oriented and so fucking blinded by that she misses forest for trees, what other cliches you want to use. So I hope that's the case.
Well, the way she got up and she's like, okay, like it kind of makes sense what Joe was saying, that she's just like, okay, fuck you guys, I'm gonna go, start some shit in the other room. That kind of makes sense. It seems like
she's gonna rally her people, and kind of like overthrow the highest, maybe. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, are we getting the breaking of the tower? I think so. So, like, I think that's just going to be like one step in her political moves to.
I feel like that's not like a question, right? Consider what we've seen and what this is doing, and of course, what book we're mimicking. That pretty much has to be done. Bless you, Jessica. Bless you. The gathering of the Pillow Pals is, of course, one of the most important things that happens in the entire White Tower. And that's why it's shaped like it is. Yeah. And also, Alvarez is correct that Elida wanted to be a Merlin when Swan was raised.
Yeah, that's correct.
And she held that against them forever.
Tower breaking will be I agree. It's going to be towards
6, 7, or 8,
but it'll be.
Or it could be
7. It'll probably be
3,
6.
4, or 5.
I think it'll be like a 6 thing, and 7 will be Battle of Two Rivers, and 8 will be Rand Asmodean, or whoever the Asmodean stand-in is. I guess we still don't know for sure. I guess, right?
Well, I was looking through the IMDb, and there was a few guys toward the end that I was thinking maybe they have them renamed. I could tell you.
So there's Forsaken, and some of them are being combined. So, like, do you think Asmodean is going to be like combo with Balal, and they like end up in Tyr at the end instead of wrestling around with
Baldogan?
Chode and Cal, they wrestle around with Kalendor.
Just
what did you say?
Baldomian.
Yeah.
No, not Baldomin. Wait, what did I say?
That do be fun. Yeah.
that do be sounding like a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys see? What's his name? Oh my god. There's I don't know if you guys saw. It's what's his fucking name? The guys you guys are obsessed with him. Florin Gelb.
Oh.
They have somebody for Florin Gelb.
That's great. He's very important in Tanjiko.
That's a good casting.
He's murdering women left and right. He's capturing them and then letting Eganin kill them. I think
for someone else to murder. Yeah.
Yeah, but I really want to see like Jack the Ripper, Flora Gelb.
Fuck,
that
is
is
dark, and I love it.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got.
I mean, that guy is important because that's how Keenan connects with them.
Jesus Christ! It's an hour and a half. We haven't started.
Okay.
We're fine, Jono. Calendar rather than Shonen Cal is a great idea. Oh, thank you.
Well,
Does
you know
that
what?
mean
That
we're getting
scene
the
with
spray?
Elida?
I mean, we're getting.
By the way,
Bowman.
like-minded fool, you play your cards right, you will be getting the spray.
I mean, we're definitely.
If we all, yes, we
It's
all
fun.
should play our cards. Yes, if we're so lucky. That scene with Elida, like what you were saying, I feel like it's. I feel like that's like she's laying out her plan. So to be shot down there, so it kind of makes sense. Thank you for going over that with me. She tells them the plan, and then she's gonna go make the plan happen with somebody else. So that makes
Someone
sense.
say Chode?
Jono did several times. Yes.
Okay. Last thing, and then we're doing this book.
Okay.
All right. We'll try to not play the sound on this.
I hate that hat.
She looks like she's dressed for Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah,
I don't understand what they were doing there.
I hate that hat.
It's hot here. I need this floppy hat.
I want to talk about it. Right. Hot in silk. Come.
I healed those bruises in Tavalon. I would have thought they were from the Forsaken attack, yet here they are, fresh again. Are they from him?
No. I'm not here to help you control him, Moraine. I'm here to protect him.
So am I. But you're closest to him. You're the one who will see the first signs. And the more he channels, the more the madness will take him.
She was almost faster than me.
Almost. Why does he waste his time with swords? They are not the ideal way. When was the last time anyone cut their supper with a sword? Can't you see he's trying? We're on our way to the Isle Waste. You wouldn't understand. Your wetland prophecies are also clean, so easy. Your dragon will either save the world or destroy it.
Aiel prophecies don't say the same?
The Karakarn shall spill out the blood of those who call themselves Aiel, as water on sand, and break them as dried twigs, yet the remnant of a remnant the Karakarn shall save, and they shall live. Our Karakarn is creation and destruction wrapped in one, balanced. It is my duty to return around Elfor to the threefold land, to my home, so that he may save my people and to destroy them. The prophecy does not say that I must enjoy the task.
Sounds like a wedding prophecy to me.
I'm sorry, but I literally, oh my God, I'm such a girl. I got fucking chills and excited just watching all that. Just watching them talking, Avienda talking about taking him into the threefold land and like everything,
That's
the
her vagina.
prophecy, and her different into her vagina. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. I
Yes.
really just, I really liked
yeah, I'm
it.
right there with you.
I really liked it.
I mean, I
I'm
assume they're
pretty
like crossing
excited.
the dragon wall there and like, you know, heading through the mountains
Yeah.
kind of thing. That's, I don't know. Again, dumb things that I love. Rand and Lan training with the sword. Finally.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, the Avienda stuff was fun. Like, again, that scene really does kind of show that the Egwene relationship with Moraine and Rand is going to be very different from the books.
Yeah.
Just in terms of like where they are in their current relationships and stuff. But
100% agreed. I liked everything except for the comment on the bruise. I didn't love it. It felt like
was that him? Like, is he going crazy already? Does he beat you at night?
Is he skull fucking you? Like, what's going on here? Or is the bruise recurrent, which is also not great.
Trollocs catch their dinner with swords.
Hey, why? Well, not all. Some have axes.
They do.
People don't understand why I'm annoyed at such design changes as Tam's sword and Matt's dagger and Waygates. But how do you think most would react if Lance Adori was a wide cloth headband instead? Why am I said like Karate Kid? By the way, my brain immediately went to Karate Kid when I was watching that scene. I was like, is he gonna show Rand the crane kick after this? I don't know. Maybe it's just the sun lighting, and like the way it looks.
Heron kick.
Oh, the heron kick. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah. So again, this is not again for the first time. Apologies.
High praise for my use right here.
Whoa!
Is that use my burner account? Because I was just saying that was. Who did I have drinks with?
I wonder how long they're on the road. I hope not long, man. Right? Like, hopefully that's hopefully that's episode 2. You know, what I mean? Like, I want that. Like, I want them in there.
That was so like with the Egwene and Moraine. Like, I'm still saying it, Moraine. That was so old school there. How she's like, I'm not going to help you, Kate, control him. I'm here to protect him. And Moraine's like, I know, so am I. Like,
so am
she does the patience, like when they're all stubborn and snap at her and stuff. And she's like, yes, I know. That was pretty old school there, right? I'm sorry, Jono, go ahead.
Again, high hopes for their interactions.
Yeah.
Nothing. Oh, I did not have anything. Only thing I had was like, isn't a moraine like an icy lake in like Norwegian or something?
Norwegian.
Where it's more of a language. But I want to say that's it. I forget where the fuck it is, but maybe I'm wrong.
I know that.
I don't think he does.
Yeah, I can't say I know that either. Anyway, again,
you know what we should do? We should update it as a new definition in Norwegian.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And post that to MySpace.
tWoTcast.com
definitions, new definitions.
I'm glad you're taking the minutes because we can see all those over at myspace.com/tWoTcast. This is the new Twitter time over at myspace.com/sing with Taffy. Come join us over there. It's the place where you get all your Wheel of Time news and fun stuff. Just fun community. Just everyone's over there.
If you want to know anything at all or what's happening, that's really the only place
that's the place to go, you know? All right, let's finally do this. Guys. A lot of show stuff to get out of the way tonight. We only have the end of a book to cover, you know.
What about that picture? What about that picture of Rand and Ruark? Did Jono see that? Did you see that?
Jono's gonna blow his brain.
Oh my God.
We keep doing this for 3
okay,
hours.
never mind. Okay, never mind.
Jono,
you
used to be the guy who would be like, let's go back. Let's talk about let's talk more about this.
We should just switch places. Like, I need to be Jono and Jono.
I want to talk about the book. This fucking dog.
Jono needs to be Tom because he can be grumpy about the show. You can be the new Jono and be like, let's talk more about what we were just talking about.
You gotta up your sex jokes, all right? Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck.
I gotta work on that.
So this is our episode talking about the Shadow Rising.
Part 16, Jono, chapters 57 through 58.
Nope, we're going to the glossary too, and that's why we had to hurry.
Oh, the glossary.
I'm excited for that.
Very nice. Yeah.
You know what that means. That's the glossy.
I actually am very excited to get into book discussion tonight to wrap it up before the show.
No
really
fucking
starts.
shit. It's one.
I'm also.
The best.
I told Jono this early, Taffy. I'm secretly glad that he was unable to watch the first episode because I don't know, posting or like actually doing a review about it before everyone can see it, it felt a little weird. I don't want to do that. And then like,
I'm sure there's a lot of friends here that didn't get to watch it.
Yeah.
Like,
also, I really I was telling Jono earlier, I was like, I really just want to finish this fucking book before the show comes out.
Yeah, but also I'm excited. I mean, like, the end of this book is so amazing.
Yeah,
then let's do it.
Do it.
Let's do it. Shadow Rising, chapters 57 through 58. Chapter 57 of Breaking in the Threefold Land.
Did you know that this may be the only chapter that I can think of? Well, it is the only one I can think of where the title is in fact not written on the next page. Like if you have the hardback, at least, Breaking in Threefold Land, the title of the chapter. Go to the next page, it just says a breaking.
Oh.
They ran out of space.
Weird.
That's weird.
Rand and Couladin declare themselves the Karakarn. Rand invents the one power umbrella and plays hide and seek with Asmodean. What do you guys want to talk about?
That was first of all, let's give them a big. That was a great recap. Well done.
There's a lot of nuance in this chapter. There's a lot of angry people and discussions happening while people are angry off to the side, and then they step up and talk, and then they hang back for a second while the other person talks. But it's an amazing chapter, and I fucking love it.
It's a fantastic chapter. I have some questions about Aiel's sex practices.
Okay.
And they are?
Well, there's I have said nothing horrible. It's literally a question.
I'm just
preemptive
strike.
So yeah, this is him with his maiden escort, and he's already said that So they say to him, son of a maiden, first to come back. And what happens in those cases, they give a child away to another mother.
Mm-hmm.
How? I get the fact that maybe during a lot of maidens going to battle, a lot of women die, and you kind of, how often do you just get a child and you think, well, she just was pregnant? Because that's kind of obvious.
I feel like the amount that they fight with each other is downplayed.
It feels like a weird. But most women, when they find out they're pregnant, we learn they give up the spear. Like, that's a big thing. And it's very few women who decide not going to give up the spear, going to give the kid. Fair enough. That's your choice. Not here to condemn. But who's inheriting the child is clear, unless there's just I guess this is, are there a lot of miscarriages? They have wise ones. Like, what's going on that, like, you can go, like, are there just hundreds of pregnant maidens on prom night that just all got knocked up? Or, like, and now they're just giving to...
I mean,
do you
remember
give it, like,
honor,
a cross?
in Newsquai? It goes a long way, Jono.
It just feels like that's a lot going on there to think about, really just like, well, that's my kid. Were you pregnant? Mind your own business. It's my kid. And that pregnant chick who's no longer pregnant, it was definitely not her kid. It strains a little bit of credulity.
Yeah,
to my
okay.
mind. But anyway, Newsquai ceremony.
Yeah, some of the maidens decide they want to carry the child to term and then give it a home. Some of them decide not to, I guess. I'm not, I don't really think about it that much, but I think I did like a little bit. I imagine when they talked about that, I imagined them probably placing the babies geographically probably as far apart as they could, right?
Yeah.
They're like, okay, you go all the way over here. It's like 100 miles, with a different clan. And that's kind of the extent of how I thought about it, how they would try to place them with clans that are farther away or maybe.
And that makes sense. Joe, bring up that quote before, and let's go back to that human giant.
They do not know where it goes.
Uh-huh.
They give the child to the wise ones. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But again, so that means a wise one is delivering a child like a bad Santa, not like the movie, like a random Santa to is it a person like? Do we just have like a dozen kids in case someone like miscarries? We say, "Oh, here you go." Like, is there someone who maybe is a what the fuck's it called? Like a foster mother who will just like clearly it's not mine, but who knows who the fuck it is?
Hey, I was a foster mother.
Yes,
Yeah.
you were.
Those people exist, Jono.
Yeah. I like that I completely forgot about that. My theory isn't going. And then only like right now,
Your theory is
that's a thing.
the theory is gone.
Yeah.
I don't even think about it. That was so long ago.
Yeah. It's been a
Little
while.
Orphan Randy.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. All right. Well,
No,
Taffy?
that's
What do you have to
it's a
say?
very involved thing that you're discussing. Yeah.
Thank you.
And then like maybe sometimes they kind of like request like, hey, my spear sister that gave up the spear and
It's
she's
her
got a
auction
couple of
dog.
kids. Like I want my baby to
This
go.
one
with
looks strong,
this
just
woman.
wiggling his arm.
Do you think that they ever make requests like where they want the babies to go with like maybe retired spear sisters that have families? Like I don't
Maybe,
know.
I don't know. That's an
Nope.
excellent question.
You don't think so?
No one can know.
He comes from a good family. Her husband's a blacksmith.
Yeah.
Very trusted among the Septs.
Yeah. And the father.
So they arrive at
Yeah.
Alcair
Who knows?
Jal,
Who knows?
and the
Nope,
Shido
nope.
have
Oh,
already
hold on.
arrived.
Do you want to discuss technically the night before the Usquai ceremony?
What do you
One of
think?
the best things, one
I
of the
think it's
most
awesome. Yeah.
heartfelt, like just one of the most things that make you feel the most of anything. It's just I never get sick of reading about that.
I think
it's
his obsession / their obsession with him is like one of my favorite things in the whole
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
It's perfect. And also it's really fucking funny when you think about it. And it's a massively important dichotomy versus what the fuck he's trying to do in this chapter.
Thankfully, it's only 10 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm surprised
like,
he wasn't hungover.
I could barely stand, and I was like walking around. I'm like,
He kind of was, wasn't he? He kept saying, I guess I didn't sleep that much. I guess I've lost out on sleep, but he didn't realize he was totally hungover, probably.
It'd be really funny if he's just like.
Well, plus also
time,
he hasn't been sleeping
drying out.
because
It
like,
would
he
have been
doesn't want to-
fantastic. Oh, that's true. He hasn't been sleeping, but
Yeah.
it'd be fantastic if he just showed up at El Cordon, like still drunk from the night before, just like,
He's
listen,
like,
guys,
oh god.
I'm totally in charge.
Yeah. So they have a tickle fight.
Fumbling with his sleeves, he can't get it unlaced. God damn it! Hold on.
It's a wonderful gets drunk tickle fight, undressed by maidens, and then I'm gonna read you something about Avienda. She spreads her dark, heavy. That's it. That's the whole quote.
That's hot.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a
The
hot
answer, by the way,
quote.
was curtains.
Oh.
Meat curtains.
Meat curtains.
Or meat.
Oh, I'm sorry. Skirts. It's my fault. Skirts.
Jono, Avienda doesn't have meat curtains. She's young. She keeps it tight.
Not
She
yet.
has-
Yeah.
No, she has dark and heavy ones.
Thank
Thank you, Jono. I didn't know that.
They'll keep the light out. It's just like perfect for
Fuck.
winter. Keep it
Well, you really
warm.
ruined that igloo scene for me later. Thank you.
You made it better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More
That's what I meant
pumped
to say.
for it.
That's what I meant to say.
Cloying
Yeah.
onto Rand's head. Anyway, so these, as Joe was trying to say, and I interrupted him, they're approaching
Yeah,
out
the
doll with-
Shido are already there.
Yeah.
And
And
way more
there
number
are-
than they're supposed to be. Weird.
but not enough because there's 15,000 Tardad.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're a fucking army on the march. In the Westlands, that would be a full-on army. That's like some of the largest that I've seen. And they crest the hill. 5 camps below, 4 of which are clans that are totally normal, and the Shido, who immediately form up for a battle and then do a quick arithmetic and say, "Uh-oh." This is an awesome scene.
Yeah. And how Lan is like, he looks at it and he's like, oh, that could get messy.
Yeah.
That's just what Lan says.
This might not be good. This might not be good.
Yeah, you might be butchering your erstwhile allies.
Bear warns him to be careful because he's tired, and then he's like, "I know why you know I'm tired," kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like I do like Moiraine's like, at least let Lan stay with you, kind of thing, and he's like, "No, he should stay." And Lan even is like, "What the fuck? No,
I'm not gonna leave you."
Have you
But
seen it?
But then he gets to say, "No, the mains will carry my honor," and they're like,
Yeah, again, which is kind of like just carrying on from that scene before, and I just love that.
Yeah.
I love how Matt's like, "What about me, Rand? what do you want me to do?" He's doing that thing where you flip a coin over your fingers. Do you think Donald is like learning those weird little things he can do? Because
I hope he sees
or do you
it
think it'll be
learning
or do you think it'll be like the labyrinth and they'll just like have somebody behind his coat like twirling balls? Like what's going on?
Yes.
I think they'll just be like, "This is Donald's hand," and then it'll be a coin, or
I hope he's proficient, but just badly enough to make it make sense.
So like
for him
drop
to
the
avoid
coin
it.
on for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, I get like this chapter is fucking fantastic, and it's filled with just like the right type of how you take power. Like he showed up appropriately, but he's not being a dick about it. Like he's
totally.
Yeah. Lifeline of Fools just still giving us interview bits. Donald interview, "Do you have fast hands?" Probably.
Awesome. That's cool.
I feel like someone,
okay.
Okay.
I love the
Good
fact
to know.
that like you're an excellent actor, but can you grab a penis before anyone notices? Like,
Right.
How quick are your hands?
Probably.
And then like, also he has that line about when they first top the rise and Rand is on a horse and he stands out so much and somebody said something about showing something, but then he says, "Oh, I'm gonna show them more before I'm done."
Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, Rand does internally think like they're all looking up at us, but I'm sure they're just looking at the guy that's on a horse in the land kind of thing. Meaning like he's too far away to be discernible yet, but because he's up on a horse and wearing a shufa, but also dressed like a wetlander, like it's pretty clear. Like, what's going on.
That's right. It was him to himself. That's right.
That alone is enough.
Well, I don't know if it was. I think someone did say something to him, but like maybe I think he was just like, "That's the least of what I'm about to do."
Right.
Kind of thing. I think. But in his brain, he's just like, "They're already staring at me." Like I know they're staring at me, kind of thing.
To me, one of like the most chilling, like in a very good way, but also not great things about this chapter is, we just talked about the tickle fight Usquai, right? Like, and you can only imagine he had the giggle fits. And now here he is.
Can you imagine
12 hours?
Can you imagine in the show they're just tickling him into bed?
I hope they do it. I hope they do
too. It's gonna be cool. Fucking weird.
Yeah, I was thinking when I was reading, I was like, hey, this is one of those things where they might choose to show this on screen. It's one of those things we get to read about and imagine, but because they do that on the show sometimes.
What chapter are we on now? We're on chapter 57 of 57 and 58.
Hi, Dana Lou.
Dana. Hi, Dana.
Yeah, you would know this if you were paying attention the whole way, Dana Lou.
She just got here, Jono.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole point.
That was a good eye roll, Jono.
Thank you.
It's very disgusted looking.
They just keep going.
Mirrodin.
Now you have to eat.
What's happening?
Yeah, Mirrodin.
Your retina's detached.
But I love the juxtaposition here, though. We just had the Usquai tickle fight, and here he is now, 100% like just keep the wise ones out of his dreams, keep Egwene at arm's length. Like there's no like. He's trying.
Oh yeah, he does say something along. Well, again in his head, but narration-wise, he does say something along the lines of like, "Egwene's one of them now. She has Aes Sedai eyes."
Oh yeah.
Like the way she he can't read her emotions or thoughts just by looking at her anymore. Like she's become, stone-faced like Lan.
Yeah. So it's pretty dark, really. Like, and again, this is only book 4. So this is where he says, "Fardaris Mai carries my honor." Awesome quote. And he's thinking now to spring the trap, which, by the way, I love the fact that Rand, like, you could make a case for him being an absolute idiot or a genius, because he many times gets the idea right and the execution so wrong, or vice versa. Here, he knows that Lanfear has a male channeler with, like, a male Forsaken.
Yeah.
I'll teach him. And he is 0 for 2 on which person it is. He thinks it's going to be Isindre and Kadir, and it's neither.
Yeah, he's like completely wrong. Yeah.
But he gets the theory. He understands.
I mean, he knew. He just didn't know.
Yeah.
Which one. He knew they were both there.
Yeah. But imagine if it was actually it was Rourke and Mullane. Like, oh fuck. Got that way off. Was not the peddlers at all. So anyway, the pipes begin to play, and it's time to listen to the Wash the Spears. And
I was gonna do something with Taffy, and she's not here. We'll table wash the Spears. We'll come back to that.
Table wash
it.
Oh, he also tucks his fat man into his waistband, and that's not even a euphemism.
That's true.
Isn't that what Danny DeVito does in Always Sunny?
Yeah, he puts his fat man in his waistband. Yeah.
yeah. Here it is. It's amazing.
Clan Chief Manwyn of the Goshen. They find out the Shadow arrived at sunrise, which is very specific on purpose. Oh, Taffy's back.
Yeah.
Taffy, do you know what the song they're playing when they come in?
I do know the song.
Okay. All right. But do you know the song? Okay.
I do.
All right.
Am I supposed to
No, we're going to do it.
Are you?
Watch the spins while the sun flies high. Watch the spins while the sun falls low. Watch the spins who miss to die. Watch the spins. No, what? No. Watch the spins while life will true. Watch the spins until life ends. Watch the spins like it's a dream. Watch the spins. All dreams must end. Watch the spins till shade is gone. Watch the spins till water turns dry. Watch the spins how love will hold. Watch the spins until I die. Watch the spins till sun will gold. Watch the spins till water runs free. Watch the spins I steal and race. Watch the spins
That shot at the end. That shot at the end is the best.
Anyway, that's Watch the Spears. I don't know if you guys heard that while they were going down into Alcadar, because I did.
And it intimidates the shit out of everyone around.
Yeah.
Again, 15,000 people.
Said, I thought you were going to spoil season 3. Wow.
That is the spoiler for season 3. That is actually a scene.
That's the actual song. 3. Yeah, they're gonna play Taffy's song when they do that.
That was nice. That was nice of you to. We did a lot for that. There's a lot of animation, and your images. Joe's artwork is in that, and we did.
That is true.
Worked. Yeah, those videos we make, we put a lot of work stuff into.
Fucking incredible.
I love how oh, you're so hot. I couldn't believe that O'Malley did all the animations for that. Like, he's like, what do you think about this? And he sent it to me. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is fucking awesome. Like, the Trollocs look super cool and menacing in that. And it's really cool.
Yeah, I thought he did great.
I thought so too.
All of it's fantastic.
That's why I wanted more people to see it.
Well, thanks you guys.
What are we talking about here? What's going on? They're going in. They see some
after
clan chiefs.
As they're singing that song, they walk all the way down, and there's 15 times the Tardad versus the Shido, and even the Shido say, "Oh, that's
yeah, totally."
and just kind of let them pass through, like my wife does to me once every 6 months.
You're welcome, Dobie. I show her
Yeah.
videos as much as I can.
And so they get to the next thing.
Down to they get to the next thing. They get to where the speakers are standing.
Sorry, my wife.
Rand, Matt, and the clan chiefs and the maidens finally enter Al-Kirdal, basically. Round canyon with a ledge, and it echoes and everything, so they can all like hear what's being said, kind of thing.
Which is
Savannah's in the middle, demanding that Cooladin be allowed to speak with her boobs hanging out.
Tits out. Yeah.
Totally.
They mention her breasts like 4 times.
I know. How could you not?
Jono,
I'm sure they're
10 years,
impressive.
14 years ago in tWoTcast, I was like, is Savannah hot? Like, I don't understand what I'm supposed to think right now. And I think we came to the
Probably.
conclusion, she's hot, she'd have sex with you, and then she'd stab you and leave you in the gutter.
Yes,
That's
that's hot too.
That's got its own, sensuous
Mhm.
nature to it. Not for long.
Someone say breasts?
That's nice. No,
Yes,
Iris Bear.
Hi, Iris Bear.
Iris Berry also just missed the rendition of "Wash the Spears," which maybe we'll put on later again.
I mean, yeah, we can.
And it's not even a
We
euphemism.
can play that as the outro of the show and stuff.
Oh, I like that idea.
Demanding that anyway, Cooladin wants to speak, and Han's like, "Get the fuck out of here! He's not even a clan chief. Like, why? Also,
Yeah.
you shouldn't even be here." And she's like, "I speak for Suladrin or whatever. What is it? Suladric?
Yeah.
Suladric, yeah.
Mm.
Again, I love this entire scene. It's very, like, to my mind, like I can see it, every piece of it. When
Totally.
Rand, he doesn't want to fight them, so he mentions that's Rourke, to which Rourke misunderstands perfectly as no honor to the Shido.
Yeah.
That whole thing, everything's just a middle finger to this group of fucking idiots. I don't understand. Like, really, if there's one thing that doesn't make sense to me, is how it is the Shido, as a culture, other than a few, are just so fucking dumb. Like, I don't know if they're just inbred,
I don't,
bad. Their abortion clinics didn't work the
Inbred.
same way. Yeah.
I think they're direct descendants of that first Aiel that picked up a spear and stabbed somebody, and they've just been butthurt over it ever since.
Oh my god.
They're just the ones that went from there, and they're like, "I'm mad at all of you, and I don't know why."
That's
For like
interesting.
centuries. I
Terrible
don't know.
piece
That's
of
my
shit.
theory.
That's interesting.
Which is probably why Muradin ate his own eyes. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's a thing.
By the way, those are technically nutritious. Problem is, you're starting with your own, which is a net negative. Just a heads up.
Yeah, it's just a bad move. If you ever want to fight Dance the Spears
Unless
again, yeah.
maybe he can poop them out and then put them back in.
Now that will give you pink eye.
Han demands to know why Rourke brought a wetlander to Al-Kirdal.
Yeah, I know
So
that
they're not all smart.
Yeah,
I like how Rourke's like, didn't the Dreamwalkers tell you what was going on, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
thought we
I
had this
know you
covered.
heard the news. I know you know. That kind of thing.
Which how cool is that? They can like communicate through their
Yeah, I think
the
that's
wise
crazy. I
ones.
feel like that should
Yeah.
be mentioned more often.
Didn't my wife show up in one of your dreams, man? You fucking pervert.
Yeah, totally. I heard about that,
You
you know.
son of a bitch.
They're all telling us
She
about
saw what you were doing in there before, by the way.
That's the IL newsletter.
Han jerking off in corner. I saw it. Terrible newsletter, and he started the blood feud.
The secret is to eat other people's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I see. Literally. So I didn't eat mine. So eventually.
Oh, interesting
Cooladin-
thought. Did the clans form based on the caravan or when they left the caravan? I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
kind of like grasping at
Spears.
straws, I guess.
That's fun.
Yep,
That's the
Spears.
fun part about these books is all the things that you get to imagine and come up
Yeah.
with.
Or is it geography?
I don't know.
based,
I mean,
which
like,
still doesn't
Lan-
have
I
the
mean-
same idea.
We saw it through Rand's eyes. Was he the one who did that, or was he watching that? Right? I can't
I mean,
remember.
by definition.
It was very recent.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah, Bale basically says, yeah, Mullane has told me many things, such as the fact that he who comes with the dawn has appeared. And then he goes,
And that's
but
when Kaladin
he's also
pulls
like,
off his pants.
is it that guy? Because come on.
Couladin, he's such a hothead.
Oh fuck.
He's
dude.
hilarious.
I
He's
mean,
just like seething, constantly seething.
Every single time I reread this book, I'm just like, why are they letting him talk? Why is he holding his arms up before Rand does? Like all the. I'm just like, God damn it! And then the second it's over, which we'll get to, but like he's already jumping down and just chucking a spear at Rand again. Like how many times?
Yes.
That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Second time.
Stop trying it.
I think that's my only like question. Like no offense, Robert Jordan, and you can't defend yourself for some reason, asshole. It strains a little bit of credulity when it comes to like how much this man like is bending rules. A, to be there. B, like he's flaunted the First off, that's my wife. Like straining credulity when it comes to like flaunting so much in the Wise Ones, throwing spears at the piece of Chaindar, like all of that like just seems like he shouldn't have like A, lived this long, and B, been allowed to be there.
How is this petulant little dick survived this long? I mean, he must be a good fighter because like every time he speaks, they're all like, fuck you, Jesus Christ. And the only reason they're not fighting him is because they're at Ruidian or there's some sort of reason.
Yeah.
He knows how to be loud at the quiet, like at the right quiet times where it's like, well, no.
Yeah, but he's also like I don't know. He's been overstepping his bounds every step of the way. And you're just like, how many fucking times does this guy need to cross the line before they're just like, all right, we're done with this guy? Like,
well, a little bit more. No.
A little bit longer.
So anyway, like you said, he shows his tattoos.
If this Wetlander can speak, then so can Couladin. Jono?
Yeah. What's he do?
He steps up and announces he's
thrusts his arms in the air.
Do you think he's doing like this? He's like kissing him and like,
oh yeah, like
for
kissing his
sure.
hands.
He's just like,
Yeah.
I
He's like,
love
I came
how
I came at the dawn, did I not?
oh yeah, he does say that. He came here at the dawn.
Yeah.
I do love the dumb. I mean, just it's a highlight from Robert Jordan of what a petulant little dick he is. But like
totally
the fact that he's on the step or whatever, the ledge.
Yeah.
And everyone can hear him, but he's still shouting. And Rand's like, why is he shouting? They can all hear him. Like, and
so many good
Rand's
things
literally
like
like, why is he yelling? I mean, I know he's angry, but what's wrong with him?
It's so good.
So Acoustics 101 would let you know you can just talk. So
the dragons on his arms does catch Rand by surprise. He's like, what the fuck? Like he's genuinely like, fuck, what do I do? Fuck. And then he's like, oh wait, I know this is the plan. This has been the plan the whole time. That's why they tried to race ahead of us, like, like to get it's because he knows that if Kulina has a chance to like cement himself as the Karakarn, then he'll show up later and be like obviously the not real one kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, Jono. Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's just simultaneously a very triumphant and very dark thing that's about to happen. And so Couladin, it shows what a bastard of a character he is, that he's like, I saw our history, we were glorious and like, we're here to go, fuck the Westlands over and to really almost, make them slaves and all that shit. And you're just kind of like, do you like, no offense, like, do you really think that that's even like the height of any culture, let alone does it make sense for your culture to have started that way? Like, it just seems poorly logicked. Couladin, by the way, as Taffy mentioned earlier off screen, is channeling his feminine side there. That's why it's logical. And I appreciate that, too. I didn't say it. She said it because she's sexist and she wanted me to say it.
It was interesting in the shows, the actor that's playing Couladin, they go by she, they.
Now you're making me angry.
Glenn said, was cool in a dark friend.
She's not angry. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I
Iris Bear
that's why-
disagrees.
That's why everybody knows he's a dick. That's why they didn't let him go into
Yeah, just a
reunion.
really useful idiot. That's what I agree with Patrick. I think it's just the collective dark friends around them, or like Forsaken, are just using who they see as obviously a usable idiot.
Yeah,
Useful idiot.
There's plenty of times like Savannah's not a dark friend, and yet she's gonna be hanging out with at least a couple Forsaken in the next, is it book 6 and 7? When they get the Fool cubes, which they think are traveling cubes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you don't have to be evil to be tricked by the Forsaken and to be kind of set up.
Yeah, for sure.
But it does help.
He's one of the worst humans in the books, but I don't think it's
in a good way.
Yeah.
So
Couladin was a dumb friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
It should
It
be.
is now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're the
It's the fourth prong of the Dark One's plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get all the idiots.
We're gonna give you some rape, make the weather fucked up, give them headaches, and then let a bunch of idiots run around.
And then just let the idiots in.
Yeah.
So Rand keeps his calm and comes up, holds his arms up, which is awesome. But it's like, there's not a lot to say there.
Yeah.
But Couladin to me, like when the silence, Couladin continues to shout like a lunatic, even though he doesn't have to. And then when the silence like hits the crowd, Couladin finally turns around. And he's like, "He's a wetlander. He can't be the Karakar."
Yeah.
Which I know Jordan's setting us up for this perfectly and everything, but like I love that the end of this is just like everything that comes out of his mouth. Rand's like, "Oh yeah, what about I'm supposed to come from the wetland," kind of thing, and like shit like that. Yeah.
The most fucked up and perfect thing is like Rand says, like mentally again. Rand reads, I guess, this moment has been fated, like for 3,000, like since the founding of Viridian. Like this is the fruition of that. Like this is, the seeds were sown 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, born of the
Here they
blood, but
fucking
not
are.
raised by those not of the blood, kind of thing. And he even says like, "My mother is this, like my father is John Dwayne," like kind of thing. Like,
But the carnage this does, like,
I know. Well, not this part yet, but like
the carnage this will do, future tense.
Well, even before he reveals what happens at Ruidian, like they all know that the coming of the Karakarn is not necessarily a great thing. Kind of like what Avienda was saying in that fucking clip we watched. But like, it's just like it doesn't mean.
But they have no idea what that means.
We're all gonna be great now. It just means
Yeah.
like, oh fuck, it's real. Like that kind of thing. And
yeah,
so it's almost like trying to gather them at the same time, knowing what they're all gonna face. That you're there, and that's like. That to me is like the most fucked up part about it, honestly.
We do get this quick little factoid that apparently about only 1/3 of people who go for the clan chief test survive.
Yeah.
The other 2/3 can't.
We
accept
hadn't
the
gotten that
pass.
number before when they went in there. thought
I
we
don't
did.
believe so.
This is very definitive in terms of like what
Yeah.
the percentage is of people.
Which, by the way, we'll find out soon. Technically, better than the average because 1/4 leave, so 1/3 making it through.
Okay.
Now, what's the percentage that tears out their eyes and eats them? That we don't know.
We don't know.
Yet.
I have to imagine that that's not a common thing.
I was
They
thinking it probably is common.
Is it? Are they all eating their own eyeballs?
Yeah.
It's just we don't see them because they infrequently go there. They tear their eyeballs out and they run out and get stuck in the desert again.
Is that
They
what
don't
you
have
think
eyes.
happens? They get out without eyes?
Of course I
Running
don't
through the
fucking think
desert?
that. I think it's goddamn rare, man.
Yeah, I think it's rare.
But not impossible.
Um,
Let's bring this.
So the
Well-
clan chiefs are kind of all reluctantly agreeing, and then Rand's like, "By the way, I have more to say." Basically, they have the whole like Cooladin announces that he's not afraid to speak, and he tells them all that he saw his ancestors and that they have the glory of being fighters like as back as far as time can remember. And Rand's like, oh yeah, that's not what I saw.
Oh,
Kind of thing. What
So they announced-
It's the only way for this to happen, and it's so good.
It's
the
so
phrase
good.
"cry your eyes out" come from the IL.
Oh,
also Pride. So they announce in kind of order. It does. Yeah, the Tardad. We'll find out more about them later. None leave. In order. Bale, Han, Jaren, then Rourke. Rand is the Karakarn. And at that point, all of a sudden, Cooladin. It's fascinating to me that Cooladin has not brought Savannah up to speed, but she's quick enough to realize, like, oh, I hitched my horse to the dumbest wagon there is. But I'll keep it with it.
That is crazy. You know what? Because it has to be based on the fact that he thought he was going to have a lot of time and not have to explain it to her. He's obviously made some deal with Jason DeTale and just gone like, oh, I have like a week before they'll get here. They're good. Or what did Rourke say in the last couple chapters? Like a month? Like it's going to take them a month to get there?
Yeah, that's exactly right.
The whole point while gathering all the clans as they go. Yeah. But it's going to take them a long time to get there. And then so he thinks he has plenty of time. Like he's mind blown that Rand's there on the same day that he's there, kind of thing.
So obviously Cooladin does the only logical thing, and again, as we
hurls a spear at him. Obviously.
Which in this case, Adeline shields him, and
leaps
then
in front of
channels.
I don't know if she does. She get wounded? I think she just. I mean, no, she catches it in her shield, but I don't know if she gets hurt.
Yeah, just in her buckler.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if something cuts through a leather shield, like I don't know, like you might have.
Why am I thinking the buckler? I thought it was her. I guess it's gotta be the buckler. It doesn't matter.
No, it's a buckler. Yeah. Dana says, "I wonder what happens to the bodies of the people who don't make it out. Are they just rotting in there?"
And that's well preserved, by the way. Because it's got there's no sunlight.
That dome of Ruidian, like I'm pretty sure it just
the lizards and shit will eat them.
The Wyman said the Finn take them for savor.
Ooh.
You think the Finns are just walking out of the doorway and just be like, no one's around? there's a body.
Smells like meat out here. So this is the one thing I have confusion about. Only one in the entire story. Why is it, Rand channels this thunderstorm to calm everyone?
Oh wait! You guys just reminded me. I don't know who mentioned the Finn, but when I was looking through IMDb, I saw there is someone cast as an eel fin. Way at the bottom of the casting page.
Someone
is listed as an eel fin.
Utterly bizarre. He was
tall. He was like tall and super
being.
slender looking. I think
it's where the Finns get their leather.
Yeah, that's exactly
it.
Perfect. They have to harvest it from somewhere. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just wanted to tell you guys that.
You never need to apologize for that level of information.
Awesome. Yeah, I mean, I saw it. It's like fifth from the bottom or something.
That sounds like me.
Freakish looking people.
Wait, what?
I didn't zoom in, but I'll send you a screenshot.
I didn't zoom in.
Anyway, so my question though is, so Rand channels this thunderstorm because the fighting's starting to happen, and obviously that's rare, and also does speak to something we discussed last week, which is pulling water out of air. But let's not get to the point.
What actor you're talking about? Is it Stephen Merchant?
Right.
Is it Stephen Merchant?
It's Stephen Hansen. It's Stephen Merchant. Yeah.
No,
I need like a really tall, skinny dude to just be like, I'm super creepy. Like
his name is Robert Strange. Let me edit. Let me
sorry, I got excited.
Flip this, and I'll send
Fin menu
it
item:
you.
eel eyes on the bed of a butter. What? Tomatoes and bones. Oh, okay.
Oh, anyway, so why is it that Lanfear chooses now to confront Rand? Like he hasn't.
Because him getting there fast is like him, quote unquote, fucking up the plan or whatever.
But is that her plan or is that her plan for Asmodean? Because realistically, I'm kind of cheating.
I
'cause
don't know.
think
They
it's the
sort of
latter.
blend. Like their motivations blend at the end of here, and she
'Cause
says a
this
lot of
seems
things really
more like-
fast, and then
This seems more like an Asmodean problem. The fact that Rand's fucked up the entire Couladin tattoo angle, which, by the way, great work. 3,000 years of planning, not planning, but 3,000 years of brilliance and all this shit. All you did was
Asmodean's like, "Oh, is that what that Terran grill does? Oh, I can I can do that so fast."
Yeah, it just
not a big
seems like
deal.
a strange thing to hitch a plan on after slumbering for so long. But regardless,
Wyman said Asmodean was failing at his plan. Yeah, but that's not why Lanfear
Why
reveals
does
himself, right?
That's my question. Is why does Lanfear out herself first? Right now, everything is fine unless this is her actual way of fucking over Asmodean. Because right now, Jason the Tail is gone.
Yeah.
So that's a great question, and the question is going to be about the turbidity of the water and how much. What are
How
the
much? What's the
insoluble
circumference of miles that he fucked up the wildlife of the waste? Like every cactus that they all get like a few drops of water out of is just going to be empty for the next 6 months, kind of thing.
Oh, you know what was trippy is when as soon as Rand started making it rain, it started raining here.
Lanfear didn't want to
while I
to
was
get the
reading
chosen
it.
cow. Is that it? Is that
And
all?
we get about as much rain as the
Cuts
desert
through all of
here.
this bullshit that Rand accidentally.
But isn't so
by
like,
Rand
that's
doing
kind of
what
I'm
he's
going
doing?
for.
He's falling into the Asmodean's plan of let's be super distracted with all this Aiel bullshit so I can run and get the chosen cow.
Yeah.
What's to
isn't
stop her
this
from just going and getting it?
But there's that. We'll talk about why does they haven't entered Ruidian yet. But at the same time,
why is Asmodean walking around the outside of Ruidian touching the fog?
We're gonna get to that
for however
first.
Long.
He's doing it in a dream, so that makes it doubly difficult.
That's true. Yeah.
But your question is the right one, which is, has he fucked it up so badly that all of a sudden Couladin feels like he should just hit the panic button and channel very slowly?
Yeah, maybe Asmodean thought he had more time. Yeah, that's true.
But he could have gone to
But he
Ruidian
knows where
at
Rand
any
is.
time.
No,
Yeah.
he knows where Rand is. Yeah. He's on his way to Ruidian right now because he knows where Rand is. Fucking up Asmodean's plan.
I'm not sure that makes sense. Lanfear's point makes it sound like because he gave himself away.
Was it
this is
Asmodean or
plan
Lanfear
B.
that applied Couladin's tattoos? I always assumed it was.
I always assumed Asmodean.
but- Yeah, everyone's
because
saying.
Asmodean is seen hanging around those tents.
Well, yeah, he cannot
It's a-
enter it in Tel'aran'rhiod. But why
Correct,
is he doing it? Period in Tel'aran'rhiod. Why not just
I
travel
think
back
that was
there?
just him
Because that's
testing it,
outside of
just-
Lanfear's plan. So if he traveled to Ruidian and fucked around with it in real time, she'd be like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
But
You
how
know,
would
kinda
she know? He's a.
She's watching him like a
Forsaken,
hawk, dude. She's been doing it for the whole book.
There's just certain
Ruidian's
pieces of
protection
this-
was hard to get through for the Forsaken. Interesting.
and not just for the
there was some
Forsaken,
kind of
also
there was some
for-
kind of
I mean,
shielding
there is
around it.
there is that point. Yeah. It's not just fog that you can walk.
It's not
through.
just
Yeah, fair
fog.
point.
There's a reason why it's called the
Yeah.
Traps of Ruidian. There's more.
Yeah.
Rand has trouble channeling in it as well.
All right. Anyway, Couladin hurls a spear. Rand's had enough. He grabs Sidar. Sidon. And what's so he causes the rain. Lanfear's there. I mean, it is weird that she's berating him for what he's done. I don't know.
Yeah.
I do like how
And then
Rand's
what
like,
happens?
I didn't expect you to reveal yourself so soon.
Yeah, it was
kind of
so
thing,
slick.
I'm doing what I was planning on doing. This is interesting that you're doing this. Jono?
The last chapter.
Taffy? I mean, there's a little bit more there.
He opens the door, or he
opens the gateway
doorway
to
into the
well,
dome.
gateway. Yeah.
Gateway.
Yeah, because he
Gateway.
realizes where Asmodean went.
And I think this is, well, we'll get to it in the next chapter. The Traps of
So-
Ruidian.
Lanfear's like, what's important in Rhuidean? And Rand's like, well, that's where Asmodean is. And then just leaves. Which I like, again, like, what is she? Of course there's important shit in Rhuidean. Like, what are you talking about?
But I think she wants to know if he's seen something. Right?
Oh, if he saw something. Like, what specifically did you see?
So we're going to see here in a minute, in chapter 58, the Traps of Rhuidean.
Yeah, chapter 58. Traps of Rhuidean. Rand plays hide and seek with Asmodean. We already got a little bit of that. And they wrestle for a toy they both want. Is that an angrily in your waistband, or are you just happy to see me?
Hey.
Happy. So this it brings up some questions we don't actually have answers to fully, but clearly Rhuidean has multiple ter'angreal that have a kind of guarding element to, right? We obviously see the fog. You can't enter the fog through ter'angreal, as has been mentioned both in chat and by, I think Brigitte says it. You can't go through there. Rand in a second is going to have trouble channeling, and he's fated to go in there.
Yeah.
So it's difficult for others as well. So what those ter'angreal are, we don't know. It may be something kind of analogous, analingus to what's in Far Matting.
Oh, sorry.
Classic Taffy.
I just assumed Joe fell in the toilet again. So like there's just obviously just a multitude of ter'angreals at play, which is why they haven't really done a full recon of it. Of course, on the other hand, it feels like they're, forsaken with Age of Legends knowledge and therefore could probably figure it out. But they haven't until now. Because all of them walk in. Not all.
Yeah.
Rand, Asmodean, and Lanfear.
They all do. Love that he keeps his fat little man firmly waistbanded.
Again, always sunny in Philadelphia. Yeah.
You gotta. Hey, Ryan! Ryan's here. lot of jumping in lates tonight.
Also, Ryan somehow guessed the work password.
So they're skimming. Rand's running on platforms. One of they start to dissipate the second he stops thinking about them. It's pretty fucking freaky. Like not having skimmed in the books before, this is a fucking terrifying scene. Just because,
or has he? Did it happen in book one?
I don't know. We don't know.
Yeah. Again, I think that this is probably the last time that we see traveling in this manner too.
I don't know. Maybe he just straight gatewayed in book one. Do you think?
I don't know.
Or did he travel physically into Tel'aran'rhiod and then travel out of it?
So that would be the other thing here. Is like why?
That's what I think. That's what I think he did.
I don't think that we have enough answers.
Well, he travels into Tel'aran'rhiod and cuts fucking Ishmael's little cords or whatever, and then he like blinks basically, and he's out at the Tarman's Gap.
Do we know that's in Tel'aran'rhiod?
So I mean, I feel like he like entered Tel'aran'rhiod and came out.
Do we know that's in Tel'aran'rhiod?
We don't, but it's very dream. The fire's on, like the fire is changing and warping, and crazy shit's happening.
Shia Ghul, things are happening weird. Weird things happen
all over the screen.
Oh,
she had to go yell at her family to stop banging pots in the kitchen.
Oh, am I glitching?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Oh, okay.
No, you're good.
No, I turned off. I have a lot of plants in here, and I turned off the plant light because my eyes are kind of sensitive, and I start doing this.
Taffy, you do whatever you need to do, lady.
You can do what you want to. You know what?
Thank
my
you.
liver
says friends behind.
Yeah.
Skimming.
All right, so they're skimming.
Right.
This, I mean, again, it's terrifying. It is weird. We brought this up a million years ago, Jono, but like, is it weird that he's catching up to Asmodean like in the skimming area? Like, does the physics work there? Like, what? All Tom said was maybe it's because they started from relatively at the same place and they're going to relatively the same place, so therefore they're kind of like. And I was like, I guess, but it's pretty fucking.
Despite my best efforts,
it's loose with the rules of reality there. I think.
Yeah, loose there. Despite my best efforts, Tom, pouring that right underneath the microphone. Tom can't be proven wrong. That piece of shit. because that is what happens. I don't think skimming ever works like that after, but we have no idea.
Oh.
Taffy's allowed to do whatever she wants.
She can do what she wants to. I do love that.
Anyway,
every time
Rand barely gets out of there.
questions-
He cuts his boot half off, or his boot heel off when he jumps out of a fucking gateway
Yeah.
thing, doorway that he holds open, which is insane.
Yeah.
Also, that'll come into play in the next book when he tries to have sex with a woman in an igloo. See you soon. Spoiler for Avienda's pussy.
Everything.
/ spear, Shanshan spear.
Not quite to the
Rand's-
same degree.
Rand's
It's a bad circumcision. There you go.
Somebody said
also, he
something
does see
the
black
razor
wire.
wires and
Yeah.
Oh, the fucking razor
missed
wire!
it.
I love that
Blue
weave.
and silver. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's like
okay.
that should be
Light Planet
used
Fool said,
everywhere.
I thought Asmodean's little razor wire trap was something that should have been used more often. Too bad Terran are immune.
100%. Like Planet Fool.
Yeah.
That's
There's a
fucking
lot of
awesome
uses of the
weave.
power. I'm like, why doesn't that come back later? Like,
I think what's happening with Rand here is all of a sudden his instinct is just kicking
well,
in.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
why he can,
But one
like,
of his
everything-
instinctual moves is to always like turn around what he's seen and done to him and do it back again to.
But he
whoever's
doesn't
doing
do
it to
this
him.
one.
Not that he has an opportunity, because he's not setting
Maybe
traps
he was-
behind him; he's chasing.
He was pretty focused on what the black
He is.
tendrils that he had seen.
He's also
inside
very
his
tired
skin.
and very drunk still.
Yeah,
It's still Squy.
totally.
All the maidens are black as or dark friends. They tried to do that to him. So he uses some. Like, doesn't Samuel in book 7 use like what's essentially like lasers at him, like these little filaments?
He's like Balefire minus something, and he
Yeah,
has like the
like-
red laser beams. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that Rand was like, "Oh, that's a good idea." But the
Um,
original
Yeah.
like razor wire is right fucking here, man.
Still,
So-
I mean, the Rand,
Yeah.
or the Robin laser beams are fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Was it Robin or Sam? It may be Robin.
It's
You're
Robin.
right.
It's Robin.
Yeah,
When they're
you're right.
fighting in
Yes, it's
Camelot.
next book,
Oh,
not
sorry, I
Sam.
didn't even notice that you said Samuel. But the point is, like, that's the kind of thing that I'm like, what? Like, that's a death. I mean, we all love the Death Gates, but like, where are these fucking weapons? These are devastating.
Yeah. And they
Like,
also seem like
the
because
laser
they're
beams are like balefire with just like they're just like little. They're coming out of the points of his fingers, if I remember correctly, and he's just
Yeah.
like, doing this, and it's just like slicing everything, and you're just like,
don't
fuck
do that while finger blasting.
Just
That's actually a good
lightsaber
point.
fingers. It's amazing.
Don't do that.
Yeah. So I by the way, I think we just missed it. Right as he's getting close to while skimming, he looks over
Mhm.
and sees his adversary, and it's not
Jason
Kajir,
Mateo.
It's I mean, he's like
I love-
rocked the core.
Something about this that he doesn't have a disguise just made me laugh, kind of. Like, I know no
Yeah.
one knows what he looks like, and there's no like recordings of like, if anything, it's just like he was a tall, dark-haired man, and that's it, kind of thing or whatever. But like, like, I just love that he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna be me. Landry's like, I'm gonna be giant, fat rolls, and Asmodean's like, I'm just gonna change my name. Like, no one really knows, kind of thing.
Also,
like, what am I?
it'd be really like, terrible for him if this is when what's his name Luz Theron had started to really come in. Like, it'd be like, oh, kill him, because in like a book and a half, that's all he's going to say is kill him.
Yeah.
So lucky timing for Jason Mateo. Done this just a little later, just dead on sight.
Yeah, totally.
So
right.
Rand's running after our good friend Jason Mateo, and he's finding it difficult to channel, and that's something that like
Asmo and Rand neck and neck coming out of the final turn, approaching the finish line.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. We should have done a race montage, Jono. We should have been the commentators. What's the color commentary on that race look like? He's rounding the curve, almost gets sliced in half by those razor wires. Watch out for that one. That's a tough one. barely hold that gateway open. Lost a little bit of his shoe on that, I think. Yeah, I think so.
No boot heel. Walking is going to be difficult.
running the rest of the way to Ruidian is really going to hurt him with that missing heel.
Gonna hope he's running on his toes.
Who gets there first? It's Asmodean barely grabbing the Choden cowl right before Randolph Thor. Oh, Randolph Thor is right behind him, both hands on the Choden cowl.
So I do have one, and I apologize. I have one serious comment.
Yeah.
That was such good commentary.
With no boot heel.
Yeah.
Rand's going to leave a hell of a tell.
That's true. You're going to tell every time he steps it down on his right foot, you're going to be like, that's Rand. That's Rand.
That's Rand.
There he goes.
I am sorry, because your commentary is perfect. But I wanted to hit the dumbest note I've seen in a while.
That was really important.
I think we're ready for this day in tWoTcast history.
Yes.
Let me see where the fuck I put it. Do I not have it yet? Oh, I don't. Well, never mind. Let's keep talking while I upload this day in tWoTcast history.
I sent you a picture of Robert Strange as well. If you want to look at that later. I texted it to you.
Oh, is that that's the guy? That's the
guy. The eelfin.
Oh, I didn't get it.
Oh, I just sent. I will send it to. I send it to Joe so we can put on screen for us if he wants.
Oh, because guess what? I have a picture from your husband.
You do,
Jono.
What is it?
Don't involve Otto Bennington.
What is it?
Autoerotic Bennington's fine. Never mind.
I'm gonna send it to you.
This is the image that Taffy sent us of
I just
Robert
thought
Strange. He is tall and gangly. I'm actually pretty satisfied with how tall and gangly he looks. I mean, that's appearing to be what body stature wise, what I would want out of an Eelfin.
Yeah, he's got a good look for it.
Toe running is so good for your calves. Look at those well-turned calves. Thank you.
That's exactly it. Would you call that guy Foxy?
Glenn said I picture the two-headed announcer from the pod race with Jono and Joe's heads. That's kind of the voice I was doing inadvertently.
It was good. You
I was
guys
thinking
both
of
nailed that.
what's the movie from the 80s where it's like I think it's got where it's like the Asian guy and pulls up next to him in the car over and over.
Better Off Dead.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I was like, what?
Here we go, Lane Meyer.
Yeah, when that food slithers off the plate, I die every time.
So good.
All right, this day in tWoTcast history. Oh, never mind. Still pressing. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, that movie. We should just do that next.
Just the way he says his name.
We should
Lane
just do
Meyer.
Hey,
That's how they learned English, by watching the races. Or whatever. It's a wide world of sports. That's how they learned English.
Yes. Great film. The 80s were a different
they're both
time.
reaching through the terangrial and just like sucking down that one power as much as they can. Rand's like kind of describing it as like the most insane amount of power he's ever held in his life. And he can't imagine doing it without Asmodean channeling the other half of it. He's like,
And what was that thing? The thing that happened that there was like a big gong and like Asmodean split into two for a second and then he came back.
Oh, that happens
together.
afterwards. That happens afterwards.
It was after. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Sorry.
Because that is the marquee event here, really.
Okay.
So for now, they're sucking it down 50-50. It's one of those like
2 weeks.
$2. So they got this foot-long statue. It's very cylindrical, and they're both trying to grab it as hard as possible, sucking as much as they can down.
Call back to Rand and Agenor. I love that.
100%.
I guess I've never really thought of it that way, weirdly.
But it's right.
How close this is to that.
And it's also a 100%
And he even cuts like
callback.
Asmodean's little chords, which is also basically the only time we see that again, you know?
Yeah, well, this is the last time we see this.
Yeah.
And this is also a 100% callback to the fight that just happened with Nynaeve and Moghedian, in that it's two channelers 50-50, the hero from this age, not certain if he or she is winning, Yeah. Like all of a sudden, like, wait, I'm carrying my own, but I'm also exhausted. So
Yeah,
sucker
Rand's on
punching
no
someone.
sleep. Uskai drunk from all the maidens.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, he's tired.
No boot heel. Again.
Yeah, no boot heel.
Boot heel.
No boot
Run
heel.
through the sand.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
Anyway, this day in tWoTcast history, guys.
I feel like Rand should be able to overpower Asmodean pretty easily. Like, how do you picture him? Like, as strong and well built?
Oh, you mean physically?
Yeah.
Oh, because Rand's exhausted, though.
So why wouldn't Asmodean be exhausted?
Because Asmodean doesn't have a massive wound in his side.
All right, well,
No,
still,
Rand's
I imagine, like...
He says it.
Asmodean looking like fucking Ichabod Crane.
Right, so do I.
Like, I don't think it... Even tired, I think Rand should be able to pull it out of his hands.
Probably.
I guess. He said something like he hadn't slept in, like, a week, and...
That's a mistake.
I'm just saying he was, like, physically and mentally exhausted at that point.
Asmodean's been lifting
also,
weights
it's a
and
lot
doing
more
cocaine
of a
for the last
strain.
week.
I think it's more of a strain for Rand to wield the power, unlike someone that's practiced.
Asmodean's been buying
Also, Asmodean has the
HGH.
Yeah, black market roids from some of the
black market roids. No, I was gonna say the black strings attaching into the dark one.
Oh, there's
so I mean, like, it's not like he has to wrestle with the taint or feel
yes,
the madness.
wrestle with the taint.
Well, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you're
sick.
saying. Oh.
I don't know.
It's just, I mean, but they reach a point where they're not even using the power anymore, and they're literally just wrestling. And it seems to me that Asmodean's almost as tired as Rand.
Well, Rand,
they're even close.
This is my favorite part about this fight. They're wrestling around, and their bodies press together, and Rand feels a lump between Asmodean.
That's the most ridiculous shit that I would say. You're an asshole.
And it's the fat man angry.
Oh, it's just little chubby, all right.
It's his little fat man.
It's just little chubby.
The little fat man with a sword. That's what I call my balls, the little fat man.
Oh shit!
Oh,
and then he reaches through it.
Yeah.
While it's in his waistband, he doesn't like. It's not like he lessens his grip. He just
Absolutely
starts using it while.
You gotta use the whole grip.
So fucking funny. He just starts channeling through his crotch.
Oh yeah! I actually have something to say. I was gonna compliment how awesome the fight was with the mountain shifting and then
That is awesome. That is awesome.
But this is better.
They redo the entire landscape of that.
They redo the landscape.
Well, first, it's great to hear Tom.
I know he spent enough
it's
time
nice
with
to hear
his
Tom.
baby. He spent a week or two with this baby, a couple weeks.
Hey, remember when Tom
Needs to
cared
come
about
back.
life?
Yeah.
And by
Also,
life,
I
I
think
mean-
that I have the exact same jokes. Good to hear. A couple dozen years or a dozen years later.
Yeah.
But I can immediately smell what we used to drink then, which was
Oh my god, yeah.
cranberry,
It's like
Red
cranberry
Bull vodka.
Red Bull vodka, yeah.
and
That's
just
when I
like,
met you guys. That's what all you guys
Yes.
were drinking was Red Bull.
well, we do
vodka.
drink it at
Red
cons.
Bull
We drink it at cons
Yeah.
still. I still drink it at cons.
Yeah.
And then we used to order a Domino's pizza afterwards and just like
After
sit
you
out.
mean in the middle? Yeah.
Well, yeah, but we'd eat it afterwards. Just like sitting on like the front step or something, just barely able to fucking see straight. God damn.
I'm glad we still do it, you know?
Yeah, we've. Uh-oh.
Nothing's changed, really.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Rand wrestling the taint. Abby tells him to put it away and leave her alone. He's got whiskey weaves. I mean, yeah, some good. It's a good thing he kept his fat man properly secured.
It's an important thing.
Yeah. All right. This is an actual comment. As many went hundreds of years without experiencing that much power, Rand has no expectations. I mean,
Okay.
that's fair. I mean, Tom's point in that clip, I do agree with. Like, at some point, they are just literally physically wrestling. And to his
Yeah.
point, and I still agree, I think it's just like, why couldn't Rand just be like, give me that? Like, and just be done with it? But I mean, like, physically, just overpower him. But like, I mean, I guess it's just the exhaustion.
The exhaustion, and again, I would like. I assume that both of them are affected equally by the Serangrials that are making channeling awkward, because Rand mentions that as soon as he gets in there, that it just seemed difficult. But, Asmodean does have hundreds of years of experience channeling, and part of that is pushing through the, pushing through the wall, if you will, if you're like a runner.
Okay.
Of course, on the other hand, Rand is stronger, at least in potential, and also far more desperate. I guess
Yeah,
desperation.
Asmodean's not he's not like handicapped yet because with Lanfear,
No.
right? Like
No, that'll happen in
that's
2 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's next. Yeah.
Well, let's get to that then. So they fight.
Well, Asmodean. Well, to Taffy's point, Asmodean screams, and for an instant, it looks like as if there is two of him shivering away from each other, and then they slide
that
back
happens
together.
at the end of this fight.
Yeah, it's the end of this fight. That's what we're talking about.
Like first, they're leveling mountains. They're ruining the entire Ruidian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then Rand grabs his fat little man in his waistband and takes a sort of light and just nicks it right there on one of the black wires.
Is it just one? I thought I cut them all.
Well, I mean, all of them. Like
Right.
the whole point is like, and what happens when you cut a wire?
What?
Apparently, you
It's like a guitar string. It just goes boing.
Yeah.
I don't like. Is that? I mean, that's what he's trying to say. Like, right?
Yeah.
Is it two realities? One where Asmodean continues to be
No, I
protected
don't
by the
think
dark one,
that.
and one that he's not.
No, I don't think.
I think
that.
it's just
That's-
reality, like shivering. Literally,
Yeah,
like
I
the
think
thread
it's
of
just
the
a
pattern.
giant reverberation. That's something that's I don't think that's ever been done. Like, and so like, thank you, Pongo. I think that's that reverberation carries through, and just has a massive seismic result kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So afterwards,
So just looking around, everything's like goddamn mess.
Glass columns up, right?
They leveled half of Ruidian. They made a nice lakefront property, though.
Beautiful. This is really increased in value.
Because the fog has started to dissipate.
It's like Lex Luthor's plan from Superman 1. Just destroy everything and make more beachfront property. Just sink California into the ocean. Buy up all the land on the other side of the fault line. But then Superman fucks it all up by turning the world backwards and reversing time, which we all know is physically possible.
Yeah. Absolutely. It
Hermione
actually already
does it in book
happened
3.
here.
Don't know who had the better point. Probably Taffy.
Sure.
You. Poor porn.
Everyone's just pushing each other into bushes. Look at all the water.
So Avendesora injured, which, by the way, if I remember correctly, it
Whoa,
looks even
Christian
more
Rapper
fucked up
comes in
5.
hot. They originally burned the tree down. RJ changed his mind. Interesting.
I thought it was
did
the
not
other
know
way
that.
around, Christian Rapper. I think that it looks okay here, and then in book 5, it's fucked up. Am I misremembering? Or
I'm
am I
pretty sure it's
misremembering?
kind of. I don't remember, Jono. I think maybe it is kind of destroyed.
I think that like a fucking branch is down, but it's
Oh, tie shirt. That's the way of the leaf.
Yeah. But also applies here in its own way. And then out of
I'll drink to it.
Oh, I finished mine, so water it is. So then Lanfear comes in.
Yeah. Okay.
And she is wet with the idea of that chode in Cal. And asks, kind of like, what has he done? And
So
that's when he
one of
tells-
the things she does say here is that she thought it and all the things like it were destroyed. So meaning like there were no keys left. So like that kind of explains why she revealed herself earlier, because she's like, what the fuck is Asmodean doing? Like I gotta fix this shit,
Yeah.
Anyway. John,
And she starts doing a quick look around, and Rand distracts her by asking about.
Oh, yeah. He's like, don't look over there. That's just about
Look here.
level.
Yeah.
Look there.
Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah. And all of a sudden
That's
she's
good.
Oh, yep. Yes, he did. It's changed in later editions.
Huh?
Oh, really?
That might explain my blurred memory on that. Aside from the
Really?
heavy drinking. It's actually a mistake. Early printings of the Shadow Rising cite the broken branch. Newer ones have it burning to make it fit with the fires of heaven. It still lives, however. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, mine's the broken branch.
Yeah, mine's like an original.
I guess we're all old.
Yeah, we should start.
We all have the old editions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hell. Well, I guess the more you know. We'll thank the person at the end of this book then for her efforts. Anyway, so she
basically gives them the Darth
Lanfear,
Vader speech, and she's like, "With the Choden Cal, we could rule the world and destroy the Dark One. Join me."
Join me. Before she
and
gets
she
to
calls
that
him
bit-
Luce Theron, which I think is one of the reasons he's just like, "Fuck off." I mean, like
Yeah.
he probably would have said it anyway, but
yeah,
every
there's a good
time she
chance.
calls him Luce Theron, he's like, "That's not."
It's
I'm not
a
fucking
no.
Luce Theron.
Like, don't call me
Yeah.
the wrong name. That's a very big
Yeah.
turnoff. Unless it's Poppy, which is gross. Stop calling
Yeah.
people Poppy during sex, Mom. So one of the things I
called
do
a
love is like when Rand explains what he did to Asmodean. She is fucking shocked. Like she's like, I didn't know that could be done. Ends up fucking Rand, of all things, who may or may not be an idiot sometimes, has been playing this in his head maybe, since book one. Like that's like when he first saw it, when he fought Asmodean, when he fought or not Asmodean, excuse me, Ishamael, when he fought who was it he killed at the beginning? No, you drink too much. Like that's been going on.
Agenor? Balthazar?
Yeah. And like that's again, Rand sometimes has like an IQ of like 6.9. Like absolute idiot, can't pick up on a goddamn thing. And then he finds something completely unheard of. And that shocked Lanfear to the fucking core. And then you know what she does? Channels a nice little bow on top of Asmodean so he can supposedly never channel quite to the same degree. But actually, will channel.
I love the
We never
like
have
when he
evidence
calls her Myron and she's like, "Fuck yeah!" And he's like, "Whoa, shit!" Like that.
Yeah, she's about to fucking murder him. Like he's spread legged, turning into butter.
This is like a little. I mean, not that we haven't seen glimpses of this already, but like this is a bigger glimpse into her being like, "Which one of you fucking bitches is
yes.
Amanda?" You know, like kind of thing. Like you're like, "Oh shit!"
Fast forward 600 pages in the next book, and that's exactly fucking right.
It's kind of sad when Asmodean's like, "Help me, Lanfear."
You're done, Dick.
And she's like, "Yeah, come on."
So Rand has to, channel through his fat man to break them up, which is a beautiful three-way briefly. And she almost turns on him, and then she says,
Rand said no because she said his new toy was better than his fat man.
That was Balefire he hit them with, right? That he
I
didn't hit
don't
them with it, but it
know.
went right through them. Like
I don't
in between
think it
them.
was, because I think it like moved a little lightning-esque. But either way, it was hot white
I'm
fire.
pretty sure it's Balefire, man.
But he didn't hit them with it, but like it did tear through.
Yeah, he
some
shot it
stuff,
between them.
like,
Yeah.
So it's possible that he was dead already and then was revived.
Maybe.
It singed his eyebrows.
Let's see. What do we have here? Let's finish this shit out. Oh, he does ask which one she was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is where I was Keel. I don't mind being a little fat. Also, Isindra's in trouble for theft that she didn't do all of.
Side note,
Just put some extra stuff in there.
just let me throw a little bit out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bitch.
I tried to sell her to Matt. She wouldn't listen. It's fine.
So funny.
Me, Aaron is how I say it. Glenn, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I also say me, Aaron.
Aaron.
Yeah.
What did I say? Myron? Whatever.
Myron, yeah.
Fine.
Not to be confused.
We'll
with
see how
urine.
they say it in the show.
Urine.
Because we all know the show is the absolute authority on how things are pronounced.
You've been drinking too much, you piece of shit. Anyway, so she leaves. He and Jason Natal take a skimming platform, which he scoffs at, he being Natal. And I love this unnecessary. I'm sorry, I missed one thing, which is the female Terangriel.
Oh yeah. After Lanfear leaves, he sifts through the little bit of rubble, and he's like, "What the fuck? This is still unbroken."
Yeah,
but I love the thought. Like he's like, "I could smash this right now."
Yeah, the crystal.
Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. I mean, like as a reader, you're like, "Oh god damn it! When is that getting stolen from you?" Like, how many times do you think that was going to get stolen from him? He's protecting these two statues for the rest of what like 3 more books. Like you're like, god damn it, or no, like 5. Yeah. You're just like, Jesus Christ, this is gonna end bad. Thankfully it doesn't.
So he envisions actually maybe Rodian can grow. Now it's got the lake, it's got that beautiful property. And this is when they take the skimming platform, which Natal scoffs at.
I like that line about how he was talking about how Lanfear was going to be pissed when she found out about the statue.
She loves me.
Yes. I don't know, man. She loves me.
It's italicized. The loves.
I actually kind of love that. Actually,
no, say it better. Love that.
I love that.
Thank you. Yeah.
I do. I mean, I like he's just fucking with Asmodean at that point. So I just kind of it's part of it. That he's like, oh, would she have been upset? Pretty sure she loves me, bro. You're fucked.
You joked about that. You joked about like, why does he need to change his face or like, you know, that kind of thing. They have an entire conversation of like, what do I call you? Like, you are coming back on like through a gateway with me. I think we should stick with the same name. Like I don't feel like it makes any
He's like,
sense.
well, my original name was this. He's like, there could be, I don't know how many, but scraps, libraries, people would know that name and recognize that name. Like that's dumb. We should not call you that. Why don't we?
Why
just
would
stick
you
with Jason
change your
Natal?
name? Why?
I don't know. It's so funny when he comes out of that with him, and they're all like, "Oh, okay, that's cool." And then even when he gets on his horse, he's like, "All right, let's ride." And the Indiana Jones theme song plays. Right? Isn't that what happens?
You know, the Kleeman to the Dragon Reborn.
Yeah,
I've spoken to like half a dozen times.
And he's like, "You're staying with that guy's. This guy's with me now, inexplicably."
So again, to me, that's like, what the fuck is that about?
He does ask as a Lanfear what happened when he left. Like, did you kill everyone? Did you kill everyone there? Like, what happened? Kind of thing. I love that little bit of like back and forth where he's like, hey, by the way, is everyone still alive? Like, did you murder them?
I need to use them.
Yeah, I need to use them.
For fuck.
I need them.
Joe, for my pussy.
They get back. I mean, like, I just need to go into town just for an hour.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see what would have happened if Lanfear and Rand had actually killed the Dark One. I mean, yeah.
Do you think like it's a big question that doesn't deserve an answer yet? Because I'm gonna have to piss soon.
I think,
yeah. Are those two Sangreal sufficient to do so? Like, I don't know. And also, I feel like even if so, you still need the one thing called Calendor to pull through.
Sure.
And who the fuck's going to trust this duo of insanity between Lanfear and Rand?
Well, it's enough to destroy the taint on Sidene. So,
which is one small portion of Counterstroke.
Right. Yeah. That's like his fingernail, like touching. We got him. We got his pinky finger.
Anyway, so
Taffy, any last
the
thoughts on the
gone.
end of this book?
Well, we got two things left here for me. 2 things left for me.
Oh, I don't care about you, Taffy. You have any thoughts on the end of this book here?
That's okay. Go ahead. There's cooking happening.
Well, you're gonna love the ending. Taffy.
Oh, there's cooking happening.
Yeah, I'm muting. I'm listening.
So a quarter of the Aiel have gone from the 4 camps that are neither Tardad or Shido.
Yeah.
And then
they're basically like a lot of people left, even though they're part of our clans. You know.
Yeah.
And then Rourke's like, not mine.
Not mine.
Assholes. You
But
assholes.
the last quote of the entire book before the glossary, the most important part, is from Maria.
And
if you know her,
just gonna leave us there.
Yeah, if you know Maria, if you know her email address, which is clearly not what's written there, you'll know that that's. I just think it's fucking great.
Okay. Do you want to tell us what it says?
Oh, who
Yeah,
gives a
read
shit?
it.
I just
Read
love
it.
And when the blood was sprinkled on ground where nothing could grow, the children of the dragon did spring up, the people of the dragon, armed to dance with death. And he did call them forth from the wasted lands, and they did shake the world with battle. From the Wheel of Time, by Suleiman Sobagad, chief historian of the Court of the Sun, the Fourth Age.
Right. And your point is that Suleiman is Maria.
Maria.
Yeah. If that's not a hint to her email.
Yeah, but there's 1,000 fucking Suleiman Sobagads.
Sure. There's so many of those at gmail.com.
How do you spell it? How do you do this? Are there numbers? Are you like at what fucking thing? Yeah.
Rand killed the Dark One in one of his worlds that he made. That's true.
True, but how's he doing it? A, he's creating his own world, and B, he's channeling.
Well, I mean, like the thought process in a memory of light does factor into what Lanfear is proposing to him right now.
True, but again, like part of that, the way he's having that confrontation is through using Kalendor, which augments not just side in, side out, but also the true power.
Yeah.
So that's the one part of the equation that they would not have.
That's fair.
Fair.
That's fair.
All right, Taffy Ba, actual thoughts, because I know, or unless there's cooking going on. In which case, why aren't you there? You're a woman.
Well, it's another woman doing it.
Oh, there you go. You got to train him young, Jono. You know
that makes sense.
I love it. I love it. I'm excited to see what happens next.
Have you read book 5?
About 7 and 8 and 9 times.
Oh, that's one thing we need to figure out. I want to know Taffy's read through numbers.
Ooh.
So that's tWoTcast for this week. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them below. We'll eventually reply to them. Theoretically. tWoTcast theme songs brought to you by the one and only Taffy Bennington. And tonight, a special song, Watch the Spears.
Which, by the way, is good hygiene for you.
And
men,
normally,
the
outro is brought to you by the legendary Angel Bard of Time, but not tonight. We're going to listen to Watch the Spears again. Jono?
Hold on.
You're good at this. You're really good at this.
Hold on. I'm Jono. Suck brick, kid. You listen to Joe.
Join us next week for more Wheel of Time covering season 3 of the show, which is what you're supposed to say before that part. Keep the change of filthy animals?
Tom.
No, try again.
Bye.
Try again.
Taffy Bennington.
Taffy Bennington.
We love
Thank you
Taffy.
for having me. I love you guys so
Bye,
much.
Taffy.
I love being
I love
here
you
with
so much.
And with all of our friends. And I'm looking forward to uploading all of our info to myspace.com/tWoTcast.
MySpace.com/tWoTcast. This is the new Twitter of Time, everybody. If you haven't heard about this before, it's the new Twitter of Time. It's where you get all your Twitter of Time news, everything about the show. MySpace.com/SingWithTaffy. Find us there. It's where you get all the good stuff.
It's the only place that you can find us online.
Huge community.
There are literally dozens of people that don't exist there. Dozens.
doesn't. I mean, probably
tens,
doesn't.
tens of people.
Well, that can't be right. It's too much.
All right. Good night, everybody. Keep
Good
night,
taking care of
Kevin.
the animals.